He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey.
Apnea, right?
Oh.
So it's like pushing up against my eyes. So when I woke up, my eye was a little further out than it should have been.
God.
And I was like, this is weird. I just popped it back. Yeah.
like a pug?
Yeah, sort of. What is crazy is my eyes are so deeply sunken in to begin with, and it's just like, oh, they're just at regular depth right now.
I feel like your eyes aren't that sunk in.
My eyes are pretty sunk. Not like not like a droger. Like, my eyes are like really. I don't have big eyes. I have big eyes, small eyelids.
I guess
I have huge. I have huge eyes.
Welcome to the Snark Tank.
My eyelids are so fucking low because I'm sad all the time.
Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Remember, if you're here, thank you.
Queer.
You are gay, but go over to the Snark Tank Patreon, patreon.com/thesnarktank. Throw us $1, or I will kill you. I will kill you. I will bring him. I will make him watch.
I won't help though.
He'll help.
I won't help.
Kill you.
I'll help clean up. I won't help kill.
I mean, that's the same.
It's not. It's not even close.
I think the courts would have a very different opinion.
They
on that.
would, of course. I'd probably get blamed all the way, but still, like
that's why I'm betting on that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing.
I would just snitch on you and be like, he's Hispanic too, and I'm like, what? No, my name's European.
I could just lie.
I'm European.
I'd just be like, I'm Italian. What do you mean?
I'll figure it out eventually. They'll figure it out eventually. They'll sculpt the scene of my
Kill for me.
Snarktank.shop for all your merch needs. So we got some stuff today. I want to start off today immediately with this fucking breakdancing shit
Posture.
because I got such a catastrophic number of DMs. Like I literally like over 100 on Twitter. It's like, hey, I didn't really, and people were in my Twitch chat too. It's like, hey, I saw you did a breakdance. Fucking, I saw you did breakdancing. And I was like, what the fuck are we talking? Like, that was my first introduction to this stuff. Was people coming into my chat or like sending shit to me on Twitter. It's like, I can't believe you stopped making videos to go breakdance. I was like, what the fuck is people? What
does this mean?
Like, it was enough people. It was like enough people that I started to wonder, like, did I breakdance? Like, it was
that having that little faith in your present mind is terrifying.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't put anything.
I have no faith.
I don't put anything above possibility as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Like, because clearly people go insane. You know, clearly the person on the street screaming about like Smurfs attacking him while he's like wrapped in his own shit didn't want to be there. You know, like that's not something like he didn't go ahead and be like, I think.
Yeah, he clocked in. Yeah, and he was like, "It's
you know,
time to lock in this crazy bit."
People end up in that situation, and so I'm very keenly aware that it's possible.
Do you think you are gonna go insane eventually?
I don't know, but I'm open. I'm open to it.
I think I am gonna go crazy eventually. I think I'm gonna have something that's really gonna make me snap, and I'm just gonna jump off a cliff or something like that.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I don't know, like. I had a joke I was going to say, but I'm just not going to say that one. It's just not necessary. I don't know. Probably like...
I think Lily's going to feed you somebody's cum.
I think so.
I was going to say like my kid being gay, but like that's just fucking insane. That's so wild to say. But like...
I almost pray for that sometimes.
Your child being gay?
Yeah.
Especially if I have
They'll
a daughter.
probably be a better person.
If I have a daughter, I'd be like, yeah, less likely she'll get like sexually assaulted. So I like that, you know.
More likely she'll get beat up, but yeah,
she'll get beat up, but I'll take that.
She'll get domestic assaulted way more. And if she's a pretty, not a bully.
Oh yeah, no.
Then
she'll be a
sorry.
She's gonna be one of those pretty lipstick lesbians, as they call them.
That's unfortunate.
And then, but like, I'm gonna be like, cool. I just don't want to like have to kill Brody for being at the, you know,
exactly.
I want to kill Brody for being like, oh, fucking, it's just I thought you wanted to party by the dumpster, you know, like I just thought, like some shit like that.
Or they'll be bisexual, in which case they're ostensibly straight anyway.
That's so reductive, but yeah, I guess.
I mean, like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
that's so reductive.
No, listen to me. Anecdotally speaking, I think I'm right here because
anecdotally for us, yes.
No, not just for us. Just in general, I notice where like if a woman is bisexual, she's dating a guy.
I think that's a social thing as well.
It's totally culturally. It's totally
culture and social. Yes,
it is so annoying to me that like because even you talk about like say you talking about my wife or something, she can sleep in her best friend's bed, Now imagine you two sleeping in the same
We
bed.
have.
Yeah, but like,
technically.
We've never not cuddled up.
but you see how like even
we talked about that, and we were like off. Like I was on the corner, like
because we were all like, we can't touch each other. That's weird.
Even like say so like, but exactly right. So it's not even a story when girls do it, right?
No.
Or when they kiss at clubs, it's not even a story.
Yeah, I just like ate this girl out and then sucked her pussy dudes and squirted her in her face through the gap in my teeth. It's like,
that's crazy.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it's weird that like,
what are you doing?
It kind of makes me feel like the people that, because I don't feel this way at all. Like I don't feel it, but there are so many people that are more like they'll swing both ways.
Right.
Then but I just personally am like there is no feeling of like, even if it was completely no stigma, nothing, I'm gonna start sucking dick. It's just not there.
Here's the thing. Here's the point that I was getting at.
Yeah, right. We got so far away.
Bisexual guys, usually dating men. Bisexual women, usually dating men. Lesbians, beating each other up. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems to me
the numbers are abnormally high. The numbers for lesbian,
seems to me men are pretty cool.
Lesbian reported domestic violence opposed to heterosexual reported. Because that was reported. If it got reported, it'd be way fucking higher. Like it's fucking probably at lesbian numbers, maybe more. I'd argue.
Well, the numbers don't say that.
No, it's reported. That's why. These are reported.
The numbers don't say that.
I feel like we sound like Joe Rogan right now.
I know.
I think we're definitely wrong, but I really think if it got reported, it'd be way higher. We'd be like, damn, dude.
Because you know, facts are subjective.
Dude, he said that. There was a recent podcast where he did. I know. I don't even know who was on. It was just some guy.
It's another dickhead. You know?
Yeah, it was just some fucking guy. But he was talking about facts, and he's like, well, the problem with facts, he was talking about fact checkers. He's like, yeah, but the problem with facts is that facts are subjective. And I lost
I saw his real-time reaction. He actually kind of leaped out of his body for a second. Like he went, like, and I saw a soul leave and then kind of went in.
Stood up by itself.
That's a wild of you sitting down, but your skeleton stands up, rips out the back of you, and leaves.
It's done.
Jelly.
I can't do this.
No, but you don't lose your structure. You still have your same structure.
Yeah. It's like
somehow
your
skeleton
standing. Was actually just kind of a suggestion.
This whole time.
Yeah, no, I
you
just
were just possessed. You didn't need to have a skeleton.
Is that scene in Kingdom Hearts where Winnie the Pooh's soul
leaves? He just
away from him? I know that GIF. I love that. I love that GIF that I've seen a million times. I know it's from Kingdom Hearts because it could only really be from that.
Right.
That's the only place Winnie the Pooh could, in fact, leave his body.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, what the fuck are we talking? Oh yeah, this Raygun fucking.
Oh
Olympian.
yeah,
this. So I guess, and I gotta be honest with you, I didn't look super into it because it just pissed me off that this was happening, and I just wanted to ignore it, but I couldn't. So I guess there was this lady named Rachel Gunn. Her nickname is Raygun, which, by the way, awesome nickname for that. That's perfect. That's actually a perfect.
That's a good name.
Yeah, that's literally perfect. But was she in the Olympics or was she doing like?
Yeah.
So
she's in the Olympics for breakdancing.
So what happened is, I think in like the last Olympics before, the one before last, they made breakdancing probably part of the Olympics, which it probably should be. It's a really big like dancing cultural thing. I mean, is
there dancing Olympics?
Here's the thing. So there are things that are like, say, some of the gymnastics are literally just performing and dancing.
Yeah.
However, this is how stupid the Olympics are to me right now. So, first of all, they try to get rid of like some combat sports. They try to get rid of boxing at one point. They try to get rid of wrestling, which is fucking absolutely insane. Which is one of the early.
It's one of the main things to go there for the Olympics.
That's why it's such an insane thing to even them like try. Yeah. And then it's breakdancing. Let's put that in. One of the most fastest growing sports right now is mixed martial arts. Nah.
Look. I think breakdancing has a place there or whatever. I think mixed martial arts and I think those
once
combat
you've
sports
ran
should
out
be
of
there.
out of ideas, I think breakdancing is a good thing to implement. Like, say, there isn't ideas ran out of. Like, say, the fact that mixed martial arts isn't in there is
I agree.
Asinine. That's my only
MMA
beef.
should be there.
That's my only beef. My only beef is that like they haven't ran out of ideas for great sports to be in a part of the Olympics. And then they're just, let's put in breakdancing.
It's because it's because of the wild popularity
and then somehow
of dancing.
Bitches like Raygun can just sneak in there.
So that shit is. I saw that and I thought this was like an AI thing just talking. And I was this is a funny fucking whimsical story here. What makes it so sad is that it reduced the female lady, the Indian lady that went there and went crazy. There was an Indian woman that went there for breakdancing and she went crazy. She did amazing.
I'm not surprised.
Genuinely, I didn't know Indians really breakdanced like that. That's my thing.
Culture of dancing.
Well, they have to.
Well, they're a culture of dancing, but
so imagine
breakdancing, and because think of it like this: Puerto Ricans and Hispanic people breakdance a lot.
Sure,
but it's not. They dance a lot. Breakdancing is more New York.
Yeah,
Hispanic
of course, I know
sure.
what you're saying,
and it's not something you exactly put together.
When
with
you're
them.
the
but
best,
they exist.
When you're the top, you're learning one of the coolest types of dancing.
You're learning dancing in general. If you're I would say it's more likely for them to have learned it than other groups that are not directly tied to it.
Let's put it this way. When I saw RRR, and there's actually the credit sequence at the end.
Insane.
Dude, they're dancing in a way that I would have a heart attack. Like, it's too intense. And they're smiling, and they're like, I'm like, bro, how do you do that? And not like you're literally like phasing in and out.
I grew up around a bunch of Indian people, and they love dancing so much. It's like Africans too. Like it's like a cultural thing. They dance for fun.
Did they break dance?
Two of them knew how to, but it wasn't like a thing that all of them knew how to do.
Right, of course.
A few of them that were just like more nigga coded.
Did you guys ever have like I know since like that was already, that was the culture in New York. Were there times when you were growing up where it got brought back like heavily?
I would see breakdancing relatively often.
Okay.
Like breakdancing and street dancing.
Yeah.
Because there's something called like light feet dancing, right? Which is sort of like it's just that. And every time you would do that clapping sequence, people would dance to, like, always. Like, it would just happen so that's simple.
So people would start that and then motherfuckers would break out?
They would start, I swear. Even Ice do when I was younger. Like, everyone would do that. So, like, it would be B-boying.
I kind of like that. That's like a Manchurian Candidate kind of thing.
It is.
It's kind of like...
It went from B-boying to that became more of the common thing. And I feel like light feet dancing is more the New York thing now.
Yeah.
Opposed to breakdancing originated in New York now. That's like the home where it came from.
Sure.
And you'll still find a lot of breakdancers there, but like it transformed into that. But
it's like Santa Monica and skating almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was always something very popular around, but obviously people like the freaking Koreans... They jumped on board and they kind of made that part of their identity, which is they're great. They're fucking fantastic dancers, but like they became very popular. Obviously, Brazilians do.
That's how That's how Kim Jong Un like rose to power.
Yeah,
was he broke dance? He break dance.
He'd break dance.
Chip ahoy.
Yeah, Chip ahoy.
He would come in doing like the moon thing where he would like walk on his shoulder like 3 steps. And you're like, what the fuck?
People got furious, by the way, that I kept calling it a Chip ahoy.
Chip ahoy.
People got that mad about it.
I like it. I like that it bothers people, but I also I like the word Chip ahoy. It sounds.
I think you like that it bothers people the most. I think that's what does it for you.
No, because I always
that's what does it for me. I love people making people upset.
I have always said Chip ahoy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You never said A Chips Ahoy.
I definitely believe that.
I'm sure I've said A Chips Ahoy. But like I definitely like if I'm paying attention, I will say a Chip Ahoy.
Well, that's a Chip Ahoy cookie.
This is so stupid because nobody. It's just like unless there's an assortment of cookies or whatever, like a bunch of different types, you wouldn't specify the cookie. You would just say, "Hey, can I have a cookie?"
That's like the fishes argument.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that that's real.
Yeah,
fishes, fish.
Right. Yeah.
I'm be honest. I never accept fishes. I don't like it. I never like it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the argument.
Yeah.
But I hate it. It's fish. It's fish.
Yeah. It works
like deer or cow,
and it sounds
or meese.
Did you say cow?
Yeah, cow. Look at all those cow.
That almost worked. That almost worked for me. Like,
it's
my brain
not
was almost
bad,
like,
but no.
My brain was almost like, look at all those dogs.
Look at all those dogs.
Why not? Like at a certain point, though, like why not? Like
at a certain point, multiple dogs turn into dogs.
That's a lot of cow.
No, what I'm saying is like why?
Sounds good.
What is it about deer really that makes it?
Yeah, why does it sound? It's just all about like things. Just when things sound weird to people, they kind of just push back against it.
Yeah.
Like there's a thing where that how we Like there's even some like certain compound words where I feel like they can't be compound words only because it sound like shit. I don't have a great example right now, but I feel like people will make a new word if it doesn't sound good if you like squish two old words together.
Have you guys heard of the
or something?
There's like words to describe the day after tomorrow, the day before yesterday. Like there's words for that.
Oh yeah, what are they again?
I think it's evermorrow or something like that.
Evermorrow? Is that like just the general future?
Let me see. I think it's the day after tomorrow is the word for that. Let me see.
Yeah, I remember that. But like there's
so 2 days from now.
2 days from now. Which
is
pretty much
just probably easier to say.
You know, that's what I'm watching another fucking video essay because I hate myself. And like the dude, of course, unalive, and I'm like, brother,
overmorrow.
Okay,
overmorrow is the other one, and the day before yesterday
is the day before yesterday.
Yestermorrow?
It's just weird that I'm like, why you can't say 2 days ago?
So wait, so is yestermorrow today?
And it's ever yesterday.
That's so stupid. Why not I just say, hey, a couple days
2 days ago.
2 days
like,
ago.
what the fuck? Shut the fuck up.
Now, how
ever yesterday? I would beat that person up.
If somebody was like, yes.
It's eerie yesterday. Sorry, eerie yesterday.
Even worse. Even wait, so E apostrophe ER?
No. It's ERE yesterday.
They should be murdered.
Yeah.
In the street.
That's not to be murdered. That's just old English.
So I went to the club.
Yeah, it's old.
So I went to the box social yesterday.
You said box social.
Like immediately.
What'd you say? Box social?
A box social.
What is that?
That's a boxing match before.
Yeah, that used to be the old. So a social gathering at a boxing event. They called it a box social, and it kind of transcended to almost kind of being just like a social gathering.
Can I say this? I have never heard that word in my entire life.
Because you're not 1,000 years old. You're not 200 years old, Chris.
I don't know how, but both of you know that. I've never heard that.
Stupid shit. I've heard it. That's why I'm like, why would someone say that? Okay, cool.
I think I only know it because of The Simpsons, to be honest. I think there was a reference in The Simpsons at one point.
A box social.
Yeah.
Someone comes in on a monocle and watches two men kill each other. Because there was no rules back then. And someone fall down and you could hit them till the 10 count.
I don't know.
Dude, old boxing was like prime for fucking CTE, man. That was good shit back in the day.
Oh yeah, they literally hit each other with hammers and mallets.
they grabbed hammers, mallets, and then put the glove over it. Like, all right, let's go, Sonny.
It was so gross. Even watch even Ali's time, like that time was like this.
Oh yeah, that's why he was
much.
fucking. By the time I'm old enough to really appreciate Muhammad Ali, and I'm like, I'd love to meet him, but by the time I was consciously aware of how much I admire this guy, he was already
yeah, his cells were fucking shaken away from him.
He couldn't even speak anymore.
He had the Speed Force.
It was this.
He did. He was shaking the fuck away, man. But
I don't know why that made me dizzy.
It was too fast.
It's like him, bro. If you think of Ali too hard, you get dizzy,
dude. Oh my god, the Speed Force.
But no, man, they would. I remember watching an old boxing match from like I don't even know, like the 50s or something, and they were like, you know, those boxing gloves attached to the weird like chain link coils that would like bling like this spring. They were using those. And I couldn't fucking. I was like, that's insane to me. That's like old technology that was like at the inception of boxing. This is true, by the way.
I think
we're a podcast, so everything that we say is real.
I think the boxing is really funny. I think boxing is really funny because there was like all these like great boxers. They were all like these great. This guy is unbelievable. And then as soon as like black people got into boxing, it was just like, oh, damn.
It was like baseball, right, with Jackie Robinson.
Literally,
that was like the
dude. They were so upset having to cheer for him, dog.
It was very funny.
Sure,
there's a good Shane Gillis bit about that.
Because immediately, in the moment white people stopped being cool, well, as soon as he showed up,
well, it's like you could. I forget what I'm not gonna do his bit, but anyway, about this Raygun shit. So this is a woman. She did this Olympic
bloke. You know.
I saw a video of her explaining, or I saw a video of her like talking about it afterwards. And she seems hilarious, but like she seems like a genuine. Like I feel like she's like a chill person or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that, whatever the fuck I saw of her breakdancing routine was wild, and not in like that was incredible. It was just like, what am I seeing? I could do that. I think.
I dabble in dance. Like I love dancing.
You breakdanced yesterday.
No, but I've always been like a really big fan of dancing. I love watching dancing. I've been like a fan of it since I was a kid. And
yeah, me too.
Weird ass. But seeing her do that was like I was confused. Like, this has to be fake. This has to not be real.
Right.
Right.
Well, it definitely. I mean, at the highest level, where there's a lot of people that dedicate their entire lives to being at the Olympics. So yeah, it was a little weird, and I would say, from a satirical standpoint, brilliant. Especially if she was, even after with her interviews, if she wasn't like, because the way that she was explaining it, like you were talking, saying that her explaining everything, she sounded very sincere. Like, oh, I think I had the most original moves. I thought that really would count for something, and. I'm like, if you're still like performing, this is brilliant. But at a certain point, you have to know that original dumbass moves is that's not what breakdancing has ever been about.
It's good for like viral attention, but like if you're at the Olympics,
if you're doing this weird, because there's that viral screenshot of her
hop thing.
where she's fucking like she looks like a fucking bunny, praying mantis, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm like, that's not in no fucking breakdance square. And in no environment would people be like, yeah, that's fucking dope. They would be like, what the fuck is this dumb bitch doing? That's what it would be. So why would that not be the same thing? So that's what I'm saying. Like, is she still like, is this very meta and she's still playing a role?
I think the video that I saw seemed to indicate that she seems like a troll.
Yeah, right.
Like it almost feels like
she has to be.
Like she didn't even mean to go.
like I think the idea is that it's
which is
just,
cool. I respect it on some level. It's like, okay, cool.
I do, but I don't, because
what the fuck is going on?
There was a bunch of Aussies that were like working their asses off to attempt to be there.
Australians don't work. What the fuck are you talking about?
Whoa. But to represent their country, like they wanted to go there to represent their country. They wanted to go there, like, because that's what the Olympics is about, That's why I think when it's like people that use substance in the Olympics, it's like people. If the rules are don't do it, don't do it. That's just it, right?
Is it okay? So here's the thing: is it theoretically? I don't mean legally, but is it theoretically, like morally? Is it criminal to morally to troll your way through the Olympics and get to the Olympics in the place in the stead of people who probably deserve it more? Morally,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Well, then she's a perfect representative for Australia.
I get it. I come from a land down under.
I come from a land of criminals. That's their lore. It's not my fault.
They're not criminal coded anymore, though.
No, but like that's their lore. That's their origin story.
They haven't been criminal coded for fucking centuries, damn
right?
near,
But
bro.
that's their lore,
we
though.
Must
That's
eradicate
like
Aborigines.
I mean, yeah.
Have you met an Aboriginal person before?
I have never.
I met one half Aboriginal person.
Yeah, one half. What happened
Does
to the
that
other half
count?
of them?
Huh? What is it?
That's such a dad joke.
Yeah, totally.
You're a rat.
As I was saying it, I was like, I can't believe I'm about to say this.
You're a rat bastard. But like,
There was like that
standing there. He's just standing there. Just half of him.
That was like the what is that tweet, or not that tweet? The Mr. Beast's girlfriend came out.
What the fuck was that?
So
is she sabotaging you?
It was wild. It was
Wait,
a wild.
what's going on?
So Mr. Beast's girlfriend came out, and she said something along the lines of like, "Oh man, hold on, let me read
Yeah, just pull it up
because like I don't want to get it wrong.
It's fucking asinine. I feel
It's
like
a very funny. It's a very funny tweet.
I have been moved up to 50-50 where I am actually not 100%. No, I actually no. And now that I think about it, I still think he's going to be fine.
Yeah,
his
he'll
audience are
be
fucking
fine.
kids.
Yeah.
Like, why?
You could blow somebody's head off, but a kid will be like, "I think he makes funny videos," and they'll watch it again.
They're not gonna. Yeah,
They have no morality yet.
Okay.
Like you have to be genuinely a raving pedophile to get, and even
kids
then
might still like you, but
and
their
even-
parents won't. Though.
Yes.
and even then, like if you have like enough, if you have like enough years built up of like people like going to bat for you, even that won't really destroy you. That'll get rid of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like you're still like it's like Dr. Disrespect. It's like
Son?
he's gonna come back and he's gonna be fine.
Son, sorry, you can't watch Mr. Beast anymore. He's a bad guy. Dad, I don't care. He could rape me, and I still want to watch him.
Do you remember?
I still want to watch him, Dad.
Do you remember that like Coco Melon kind of like song about Mr. Beast that couple made, where it was like,
No, what are you talking about?
never mind. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, and you can put it as the cold open to this episode. Okay. It's like this like weird Coco Melon like nursery rhyme about how like kids shouldn't watch Mr. Beast, and it was like I think from like a Christian. I don't know if it's real or not, or if it's just like completely fake.
It's probably
real,
real.
But it's fucking funny. Where it's just like I can't recite it. No. I won't. It'll be at the beginning of this episode if I find it. Okay. But so she said, this is from Deserto or Dextero.
Dexerto.
I fucking hate this. The name of this website.
Is it Desherto?
I don't know.
Sorry, we already talked about this.
This is from Dexter.
Thank you.
He says half the things that are said are not true. I wouldn't be with him if they were. And it's like, well,
half?
Which half?
That's all she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
also
dumb. That's a dumb thing to say because that is a dumb thing to say. I know what she meant.
I know what she means.
But that's a dumb thing
It's a bad way to say it.
I can't even... to me, that sounds almost like... And it's not even like a... How could it be a slip if you're texting it, right?
He's not a pedophile.
So...
Who?
That's what she says. He's
but
not a
see,
pedophile.
like
that's
saying
And
half
like,
of it, because you know, like a Freudian slip, right? Like that, but she's texting. It was a text, right? Or did she? Was it an interview or was it a text? I actually don't know.
I have no
so
idea.
let's just assume that it was a text. Whatever, it's a text. That's even weirder because like you didn't just slip and say something, right? Because you say like, oh, I know what she means, but if he's not a bad guy, because there's a lot of serious accusations, fraud, illegal gambling, fucking hiring a pedophile, all
it's
this
weird
stuff.
to say half of this stuff isn't
and it's
true.
like, but all of it is bad, so like
Yeah.
even if only half of it is untrue, that means he's still kind of a piece of shit.
Everything other than the pedophilia, I'm fine with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't.
As long as you're not hurting children.
But they kind of... Well, oh, you mean in an abusive way?
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting children,
But
I don't care what you do. Pretty much. Take as much money you want from the government. Fuck this country. Fucking fraud.
Well, it's not even the government.
See, I would say,
it's
like-
the kids that are buying these sweepstakes.
That's their
and
fault.
all.
That's those kids' fault,
get it.
man. I'm sorry, man.
I don't know, man.
I think...
I wish I felt.
Yeah,
that
I don't
way,
know, man.
but
I kind of agree. I know what you're saying.
I've turned off that part of my bum heart where I'm like,
You can't be hurt. You just can't be hurting kids sexually, especially.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in fact, I would beat up kids. Actually, like whatever. Like,
Some
who
of them
cares?
need to be slapped. Some of them. There's a handful.
I
of
could
kids.
give a fuck, really.
some kids got to be pushed to the floor, like pushed down to the floor and be like, you're
Their
a kid.
wiring's a little screwed up. You gotta knock the screws loose a little bit. Start over. You know?
Yeah.
I think these kids are really. I think kids
Put them in a crash test.
like in a Grinch.
Like in the Grinch.
You didn't see the Grinch movie where they did the crash test and he fucking flattened against the wall?
I don't remember that. Is that
The
like
Grinch
in
movie?
the post office?
No, it's when he's testing before he goes down to the town to fucking wreak havoc, and he gets into the crash test dummy. It's like it's pretty much a chair, and he hits the wall.
Oh, I do remember that.
That scene's crazy.
I
dude.
thought you were saying he put a kid in a crash test.
That would have been next level,
That
but
would have
no.
been legendary.
Legendary Grinch.
Yeah.
He would have been the mean one for sure. So that kid
You
would
are
have died.
awesome, Mr. Killing Grinch.
That way that kid hit that wall. He blew in the smithereens and his head got stuck in the fucking pike.
Mr. Grinch.
All right.
I wouldn't be mad if you said the N-word at all.
I wouldn't be upset if you died. So
I love the Grinch, dude.
yeah, so we've got one thing that was brought up last episode too is Carl Urban. I don't know what were we saying about Carl Urban that we thought he was. But, yeah, we were just doing his voice. We were just fucking around. But like, we must have said something about like where he was from.
Yeah, must have. Because I've always assumed.
I thought he was
from London down.
I
thought he was from. Yeah, for sure.
I thought he was too, but
I remember thinking he was like, I don't know, Australian or something.
Yeah.
Netherlands.
The problem is, a lot. You know, I don't really watch that many interviews with actors anymore. This used to be something like watching behind the scenes stuff, special features and movies and shit like that. Now that like everything's streaming, I kind of don't really go out of my way like I used to with DVDs.
Yeah, because there's
like
no
that.
bonus features or anything.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is weird is
We
that
kind of lost a lot.
particularly Carl Irving.
Irving Magic Johnson? Where are we going? Carl
Urban. I very rarely heard him like talk about anything about where he's from because I watched a bunch of the boys' interviews. I think they're all hilarious in tandem with each other.
I actually, this season is the only time I watched any of the interviews, and only because of Aaron Moriarty. I was fascinated with all that shit.
I'm like a really big fan of Jensen Ackles because I've been watching Supernatural the whole fucking time. So like seeing him on season 3.
I'm not gay. I never watched.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Is that show? Are you like one of the because I think the demographic was like 93% women,
very female.
Yeah,
it's very very.
So you're one of the few people that like males, and one of my old coworkers too, because I also made fun of him for that.
I have an older sister, and that's what happens. I have an older sister, and you can't outfight
Something
her.
On my shirt?
Vegeta's hair is weirdly proportioned. Like it's not.
I thought there was like some bullshit.
It looks too spiky. Like it looks like Shadow's hair more than Vegeta's hair.
It looks more real. Like that's like how I feel like Vegeta's hair would really be. But like we've all seen Vegeta's hair.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid big.
He's got a big ass head too. Vegeta has a big fucking head.
Oh, that video of him fighting cancer.
Yeah.
Where you could see
when
like
when he's fine.
Have
you not seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen
that video.
Movie.
There's a great video. I don't. What is it called? Amin showed it to us. I'm sure if
we watched it this weekend in a house full of people and we were screaming at it because it was so insane.
Was Viv there when we were watching?
It was Viv. It was Lau. It was Monica. We were all watching it.
Let me tell you,
that is crazy that Viv was there we were watching that video. But like I think if you look up
Vegeta cancer,
it should probably come up.
It should come up, but it's just Vegeta being like he's in a bed and he's bald, and he's like this cancer's really strong, and Goku comes in and it's like let me fight your cancer.
Of course,
and it's the dumbest. It's so stupid.
It's better. It's way better than it's way better than one of the regulars. How strong is your cancer? We fight it. No, it's like a whole arc actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And the thing that I love about it is that they make Vegeta bald, but they follow the way that he's usually drawn from a profile. So his head is like sloped. His head makes it. Let me see if I can find it.
I have the video already.
Do you have it already? Like
it's a 3-minute video.
Don't show him the whole video. Just skim through it. Like put it on mute. Just skim through the images. Show him bald Vegeta because it's like it is such a fucking amazing image. I love it. But yeah, Carl Urban is New Zealand. We made a mistake.
Oh my god, he looks like one of those conehead niggas.
Wait,
do you remember the coneheads?
Yeah, they look like fucking.
Those things should not be alive.
Whatever, you can find it. You can find it if you Google it.
I can show it to them on this camera.
There's certain angles from it too where it just looks insane. The problem isn't.
Up there a little bit. Yarr.
Yeah, look at him. It actually looks more normal in that, but because there's shots where it's like when it goes into his head,
front, it nicks back, and it's like damn Vegeta.
It's funny. Yeah. It's good. Anyway, that's all the stuff from the last episode, and also the Raygun. Look, I don't know what's going on with the Raygun stuff. All I'm saying is, please stop.
Yeah,
just please stop.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a bunch of people Photoshop on the dance floor or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should do that.
They should, especially that one picture where you are photoshopped into Adam Driver's torso, your face.
Oh yeah, I love that. Wait, where did
somebody just did that?
No, I might have lost that image. I don't know where that image is.
I have it. I know I have it.
Do you have it?
I know I have it.
I love that. That image is insane.
It's fucking
because it's
fantastic.
from your thumbnail. It's from the thumbnail of that video we did. The one of the Twitter trashes.
Oh right,
from back in the day.
Right.
I was making this absurd face. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to.
That was when you were doing you were doing like the.
I don't even. I don't remember how I did it because it's like I've never been able to recreate that exact face.
Huge.
It's
huge. Oh, that happened.
So
the
big.
Fucking
what happened?
The fucking Elon Musk online fucking interview with Trump.
The Trump.
That shit was horrible.
Well,
dude.
it didn't even work for a while, which is the same thing that happened to DeSantis, if I remember correctly. Like literally, DeSantis was like, "I'm running for president, and this is my debut," and it just didn't. That's how I imagine.
Do you like my boots?
He's such my boots? He's such a howdy doody fucking marionette looking fuck.
I want him to get struck by lightning twice.
I mean, he's dead.
He's dead. He's a dead person. He's ostensibly dead. He might as well be dead. Like I think everybody forgot about him entirely.
Especially when he went on stage and he would try to smile. It was the worst thing.
He smiles like Mr. Beast.
He does. Beast. At least Mr. Beast could at least like hold his teeth. That he would like. You would see his mouth struggling to like. He's like. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is it doing that?
It's like he was in a boss battle with his own fucking face. It's the craziest thing watching that guy try to smile.
Yeah.
But I forgot about that. Yeah, they did a Twitter space, and it was just whatever. I don't know. It was uneventful.
It was as stupid as it always would be.
It's so.
There was a point where he was like trying to like. I mean, I don't know. The slightest bit of charitability that I can give to it is that there was at least one point where Elon seemingly tried to make the case for nuclear energy or whatever. At the very least,
yeah,
and so a little bit of pushback.
Kind of used a little bit of bad example.
Yeah, it wasn't
talking about the
it was weird
arsenal of like bombs versus like say maybe a reactor having a problem or something, and saying like because I understand what he was trying to do with like,
but he's not smart enough to do it.
Yeah, he's not. That's the one thing when he had like there was those people, those engineers, and he had that fucking Twitter space with the engineers, and they were asking him questions that they expected him to know.
They were laughing at him.
It was
insane.
The thing that annoys me about all of his fucking they're cult people, of course. So anyone who was a fan of him before for the ingenuity, who thought he was smart and they understood he's not, they're all making videos about him like, oh, this guy sucks. Well, yeah. Everybody else that's just a fanboy are still saying this guy's a fucking genius, and I'm like, no. How could you believe this at this point? You're just crazy.
And look, I don't think if he just didn't. I think you can lean into that. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun if you're at the head of a company and you are the idea guy, right? You're like a Steve Jobs. We're like Steve Jobs is not like necessarily technically competent.
He's intelligent.
I mean? He's an intelligent dude, but like he wasn't in a cave in Iraq building an iPhone with a box of scraps. Yeah. You know, like he had like a bunch of people, and he would tell people like it's like Bill Burr's kind of bit about it. It's kind of like how I feel about it, where it's like I want all my music on this phone. Get on it. And that's like, yeah, it's kind of what it was. It's like there's idea people who can see like, you know, oh, I see this vision for the future. I don't know how to get there, but I'm going to hire the right people to do it. That's what leadership is.
That's what architects are. The architect does it, and then the engineer goes in and creates it.
Yeah, and you know what? To be fair, I mean, like, dude, okay, fine. Like, you don't have to pretend to be a genius. Just like surround yourself with people who are capable of doing it. And then just like, reap the benefits of hiring the right people and doing crazy shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. It's the fact that he tries to like exude this aura of like more intelligent than he clearly is.
Right.
That's like frustrating.
He tries to be like Tony Stark, and it's like, you're not Tony Stark, bro.
Yeah.
You're some African nigga that can't fucking deal with the fact that if I give you toast instead of fucking like pancakes,
the thing that
like it's fine, dude.
Yeah,
like,
he was in Iron Man 2, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, like for that very reason. Right?
Yeah.
But like, there's the one with Beto O'Rourke, right?
Beto O'Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
I was like, what are you trying to say?
Beto
O'Rourke was that guy who ran for president who wasn't very good.
I see.
You probably don't even remember him.
No, that's why I was like, okay.
He was one of the Dems. I can't. You'll
the Dems. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's go.
That fucked me up. All right, Susan Wojcicki.
We need one of them to run for president, man.
From fucking Baltimore. What is these Day Dem?
No, Day Dem.
Okay, so with respect, no they them presidents.
Why is that?
It's gonna be so confusing.
No,
we can't allow it. We can't allow it.
Why?
Impossible. We barely allow women. We can't make a leap like that.
We can.
Let me tell you something. Women have been around for so long, and they're just getting to the president.
I mean, so have they, though.
No,
technically.
not in the same way. Not in the same way.
Chris, stop talking.
They need another 100 years, and then you can be president.
Chris, they've been around.
See,
long as everything else has been around.
See, I'm already I want.
Stop.
I don't know, man.
I'm not curious. Rather in literature.
Ew.
There's no evidence. There's no evidence.
There's no evidence.
Except for like, I don't know, all of the cultural words of like all of our people that. Okay, I'll stop. Sorry, sponsors. This week, sponsors NRA.
Susan Wojcicki is dead. The CEO of YouTube is dead.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Did her son recently die too?
Her son died. So this is crazy. Some people are trying to cook up some, they got their cauldron and they're like, so her son, before her died of an overdose. He just did too many substances.
I think it was Beastmister.
Wow.
I think it was not Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, Beastmister got him.
Beastmister rose from his fucking tomb. His tomb's encased in iron and fucking concrete underground
and lead.
But Mr. Beastmister slowly licked his way out of it. It's such a caustic lick.
Yeah.
He just licked his way out of it.
Beastmister licked his way out of a lead sarcophagus.
Yeah. And he's like, "Are you son of Susan Wojcicki?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, bro?" And then he just started sucking his soul out.
Literally, Susan's son's using the bathroom, and then 2 fingers crack through the ground and just open like a pussy, and then Beastmaster comes out, and he's like, "Your mama Susan?"
He's
yeah. And then just gives him an overtime.
He casts it.
He casts him an overdose on him.
He shoves a brick of fentanyl into his throat.
Yeah, and then it just all of it, all the fentanyl in the world.
Just a tesseract of fentanyl.
He puts him inside of it. He just summons him inside to the tesseract, and he's like, "I'm so tired. I'm so tired."
The official story was that he overdosed. The real story was that he was trapped in a fentanyl tesseract by Beastmister.
And
By
Beastmister disappeared. He just like,
no.
And then he fucking fell back into the floor and sealed back up.
Just sealed up without a trace.
I don't know if I have anything to really say about it. It happened. She passed away. She had cancer, I guess. She's
56,
pretty young.
right?
That shit fucking
it's
creeps
sad,
me out, man.
you know?
Seeing people with that much money dying from cancer. You know,
yeah,
because I'm always like, what happened? Are you not taking care of yourself when you have all the money?
Slow
Well, it's not
recognition,
AIDS.
man.
You know,
It's slow recognition, man.
Huh?
It's not AIDS.
I mean, cancer oftentimes,
what do you
if it's
say?
not really bad, is treatable.
Yeah, but she might have had a really bad one.
Very likely.
You can't have really bad AIDS anymore.
But it doesn't start off really bad though. That's the thing.
It's,
you might not have noticed.
It's ignoring it.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, how are you so fucking rich? Why would you not get regular checkups on your fucking body?
I wouldn't.
The only reason I don't is because that shit costs money.
What happens is that they think they're immortal. That's the problem with the rich people. That's why they do the shit they do, genuinely. They forget that there's a period of time where all this money you got you're gonna die.
I don't go to the doctor to check up anything.
Yeah,
you should, bro.
Smart.
You should, man.
I don't want to, because if I know that I will give up and I will die.
Well, or you could find out
it could be
and
barely
avoid
anything.
it.
I don't want to know.
You can find out you have stage 1, a tumor. They can take it off your body and then give you 1 dose of chemotherapy. You'll be sick for 3 weeks.
I respect a gambling. I respect a gambling middle class.
I don't respect an idiot.
I don't respect the rich person with infinite resources that could literally take care of themselves. Or we even just mentioned Steve Jobs. What a fucking idiot.
Well, no, Steve Jobs was trying time and time again. He just couldn't find a proper donor.
As far as
he took Asian person's organ, if I'm not mistaken, literally.
What?
Yeah, because he had a transplant of some sort. I forgot what it was.
There's blood in my stool every day, and I will not go to a doctor.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
That's crazy.
I think that's smart.
If you shit blood, please go to a doctor.
I don't see anything wrong with it. It's getting bad blood out of you.
Oh, he's bloodletting. Yeah, actually, I believe in that.
He's blood maxing.
I believe he's blood. Well, it would be anemia maxing.
It would be blood minning.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's blood minning, bleed maxing.
Yeah, you're bleed maxing. There we go. That's it.
I'm too busy bleed maxing.
Sorry, I'm bleed maxing.
I have zero stats anywhere else.
His wrist is dripping.
Yeah,
it's audible.
It looks like your fucking forearms have wings.
I'm gonna start calling women bleed maxers.
Yeah, you fucking bleed maxing, bitch.
Bleeders.
Bleed maxing.
Get out of my house. It's unnatural.
Stop. You're a fucking
unnatural.
You're a fucking monster. You're a fucking monster.
I love one of the favorite things of the South Park movie that came out in 2000 or whatever. Mr. Garrison has a line where I think Wendy says something. He was like, "I'm sorry, I just don't trust anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die." And as a kid, that shit was I was like, wow.
It is. It's a good line.
It's so powerful.
It is a really good line.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. You think vampires think period blood is particularly yummy?
See, I never see that.
They never talk about it, and it's let's talk
because
about it.
Hollywood's fucking stupid. Hollywood likes to pretend periods don't exist. And
they don't. It's fucking
well,
Big
really,
Pharma.
they pretend that Big Pharma.
It's big period.
It's big, and it's a big red dot.
It's a big red dot, and it's they're trying to convince us that periods are real just so women have an excuse to be bitches.
I feel like we have the worst culture as far as like.
You know what's crazy? Lily's
man.
like, I should get the thing. I should get the thing to do the period cramp simulator. And I was like, don't, because if it doesn't really bother me that much, I'm going to lose so much respect for you.
Oh, to get the simulator?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll lose so much respect for you. Like, I just let me respect you now.
What even is
and
that?
have like my doubts.
It's probably
about,
electric shock things that
it stimulates the same muscles.
your
muscles.
muscles. Usually it's like, because you ever seen those people, they have ab stimulators where all they do is just shocking their abs.
Yeah.
So they tone them up. That's crazy. It's crazy that those
It's
are real.
stupid, but like, people do that.
Look, man, I don't know. I'm in pain all the time, so like, go ahead, add more. Whatever.
I really think it's probably a really seriously uncomfortable experience. Do I think it hurts as much as it does?
Well,
Hey,
to
man,
me,
I'll
look,
be
I know
quiet.
it's probably
it's a
incredibly.
spectrum.
It's probably incredibly uncomfortable consistently.
It's a
so like,
spectrum,
which is frustrating. I can imagine why. Like, dude.
Some people have it worse than others.
Yeah, some
Like,
people have it
true.
worse than others.
Some girls are like, I can't move, and I'm like, dang, dude.
Dude, I get that way with migraines sometimes. Like, there are some days where I get like a headache that I'm just like, I literally can't.
I love when I get
I have to
headaches.
go
It
to
reminds
sleep.
me I'm real. Like,
Okay,
it reminds
well,
me I'm present. You know?
Anyway, Susan
So
Ziski's
rest
gone.
in peace, Susan. Actually, we were all mad at her at the time, but I will say she was a lot better than this new fucking guy that's just Mr. Corpo, and she was actually pretty old school, right? She was involved with Google from like the fucking get-go, so it's actually kind of cool.
She made decisions that I didn't agree with, and she was like she presided over YouTube during like an unfortunate time. Like it was just like advertisers pulling out, and it's just like you throw a nuclear switch. It's like it's unfortunate.
The thing is, like, I feel like, in retrospect, I feel like it could have been much worse if it was somebody else.
No, easily.
Yeah,
For 100%.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay. In retrospect, I give her a little bit of flowers because I'm like, it's the way that the direction that YouTube's heading in now, where it's just
Is it worse?
It favors a certain type of content, and I feel like that's why content has gotten so much more shadier on average, as far as like the way with people. Because there are people with special privileges. Like, say, I'm using Philip DeFranco as an example. Since he's a little bit higher in the echelon, he can get away with saying almost anything. Like, he can swear and say all these things. He can use the word
He doesn't have to
rape.
say grape or essay or fucking unalive.
And if they just fucking did that for everyone, because within like just ease up on that shit. And to me, it's just gotten increasingly worse, especially in everybody's kind of kowtowing to it. Now the algorithm is basically, if you're not using those words, it automatically knows this is not a savory video. So you kind of want to use those words now, but I refuse. I'm not a fucking infant.
I'm not
The only one that I would ever
sheep.
use is PDF file because I think that's funny.
The PDF file is funny.
It's funny. I like how it sounds. Like when I heard that for the first time, like that's hilarious.
I'm not a
It's funny.
fucking
It's funny
sheep.
because I would always like. There's a program or like a website that I've used a couple times to get like PDFs. I don't remember what to sign PDFs or whatever. It's called PDF Filer.
Yes, I have that.
And every time I would like go on it, I'm like, this is a terrible name, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I honestly think that website is the only reason that connection was even made. Because PDF files have been around for a while.
Yeah.
Pedophiles have been around for a while. Only in the last like couple of years since this website exists have I noticed that was even remotely a connection that was drawn.
Right.
And I never really thought about it before that. Like, until I was on that website, I was like, I don't like the way this sounds. What the fuck are you doing?
This is weird.
Yeah.
What else?
This
I
is a bit
wish my
weird.
name. There's a what's that stupid fucking show? The IT Crowd, and then this guy, his name was Peter File, and specifically because of that, this girl couldn't date him anymore because he's like
Pedophile.
they were at like the airport or the train station, and like his name was called over the intercom, and he's like, "Me, I'm pedophile, and like she was just like, I can't fucking do this anymore. It was so funny because I'm like, I feel that I actually might be, if someone's name is too fucked up. Like I just saw in so there was we talked about Dr. Gay Ludwig Hitler, right? And then I saw another name. This guy's name is Mo Lester.
Yeah, Mo Lester.
Mo Lester's classic.
And I'm just like,
First name Mo, last name Lester.
I can't hang out with Mo Lester.
That's my man Mo over there. What's his last name?
There's no way
Pester and folks
I'm
on the
ever going to
streets
be
of
able to take him
Westchester.
seriously ever. And it's not his fault.
No. Poor guy.
It's your parents not being able to put two and two together because parents are stupid.
Yeah, it's like fucking that Kyle Kalinski's dating or married to Crystal Ball.
Oh, yeah, Crystal Ball.
And I'm like, why, parents? Why'd you guys
His
do
wife's
that?
name is Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball.
Yeah.
Why, parents? So the last name's Ball. So Crystal, like that's because that's what the dad did.
Yeah,
and then
for sure,
the mom rolled the eyes, and he's like, "Listen to me, bitch."
Please, brother, you fucking listen to me, you second rate.
Can you imagine calling your wife a second-rate chump?
Amazing.
That's such a fucking like, hey Arnold, fucking
That's
like
a bully. That's
stickball
a
on the
bully.
street ass insult.
I was thinking like
second-rate
one
chump.
of Al Capone's like fucking enforcers,
Right.
like shaking someone down.
It's like a 1960s child
For me,
playing stickball on the street, like you second-rate chump.
for me, I just think of the fact that it's a really big person whose teeth are all jagged. He pretty much has a maul. He's like, listen to me, you fucking. Like his teeth are like Venom's teeth, you know?
That's crazy.
Your name's Crystal. That's like fucking Christopher Walken in the Sleepy Hollow. Like when they show his ass, he's just all like, I was like, why is he okay? Because from my understanding, I thought like the Headless Horseman was like possessed after he died or something. At least from my understanding,
he's just headless.
But so
He's
like
born like
they
that.
show, so Christopher Walken plays the Headless Horseman in Sleepy
The
Hollow.
Headless Horseman was born headless.
He's born headless. He's born out of head. That's it.
That would have been a much better story.
Or if he was born with an invisible
But like
head. That's
this motherfucker's like all like evil and shit. I didn't get it. Great movie though. Actually, a really
fun movie.
fun fucking movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci.
Oh, I don't remember the movie. I know that story because we grew up around Sleepy Hollow, and I remember I made a friend who lived in Sleepy Hollow, and I was so excited to go because I love the idea. It's like I know somebody who lives in Sleepy
My
Hollow.
aunt worked at Sleepy Hollow. It was a fucking. There's nothing there, literally.
Yeah, it's really boring. Actually.
Yeah. So there's
like-
no assholes running around like cosplaying as
In
the
Halloween
asshole.
Town, they have a lot of fun over there.
Okay.
Town. In Halloween Time, they have a lot of fun over there.
You think anyone's actually getting decapitated? Like they, because you can cover for it.
Because
You can strap somebody, you decapitate a real person, strap them to a horse,
and then make the horse run down the street.
That's fucking good. Didn't they do that in Red Dead? Wasn't that a Red Dead scene?
Was it?
Yeah, Red Dead 2. They did that to Kieran.
Karen?
They sent someone back to you like that.
Yeah. They said. I remember.
The fucking
the guy that was from the O'Driscolls. Right.
O'Driscoll ball.
The guy that
I gotta
almost got
play.
castrated.
I gotta play Red Dead again, man.
I'm playing it right now.
I know.
It's crazy.
I'm playing. I went through like a weird in the last like couple of weeks. I guess like the last week specifically, I've gone through this like weird. I've been playing like a lot of like I played Infamous Second Son for the first time and finished that. I played that. Do you guys remember the Order 1886?
Yes.
Did you play it?
Yeah,
I
it
did.
was like the movie game.
It was like a movie game.
Yeah.
How was it?
I kind of liked it.
It looked cool.
Did you just shoot war rolls?
It's so let me put it this way. That game is not particularly good from a game perspective. Like it's very like they have this like cinematic black bar aspect ratio at the top and it's a cover shooter. So like you can't see a lot of what you're supposed to see. But I mean this sincerely. That's probably one of the best stories I've played in a video game.
That's cool.
Like it's like the thing is like, it's written authentically.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like there's no like how like I feel like if you make something fantasy oriented or even remotely serious now, I feel like there has to be like at least some hint of like I don't know if it's irony or meta or like a wink and nod that it's not that serious. There's an allergy to like sincerity. And the way that it's written is like it's totally straight. It's played totally straight.
You gotta be full sail sometimes. Like this shit is fucked. We're in a fuck situation sometimes.
Yeah, and for anybody who's curious about it, it's the 1880s. It's the King Arthur's court, and it's like steampunk werewolves type shit. Jack the Ripper, East India Company. It's dope as hell, and it's all played super serious. Like
How much did it cost?
There's no jokes. Which I liked. It was actually like refreshing in this kind of period where everything's trying to be like.
How much was it?
You just get it recently, or you had it for a while?
No, I picked it up recently because I was like, it's weird that I haven't played this.
Is it on PC or console?
It's PlayStation.
It's an exclusive, I think. For
Yeah,
PlayStation.
it's PlayStation. It's like I don't know. It's like $10. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for $10 because it is like a very specific kind of game.
I'll play it. I like werewolves. I'll play it.
The story is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like the idea of what's going on is
I like the idea of murdering people.
Look, there's some
I like
games.
historical fiction. Like it's like it's
love
the same reason
historical
why I like
That's why I love Game of Thrones so goddamn much.
It's considered.
is
It's just a little bit more on the fiction side than
Right.
It's historical fantasy more less than that. But like it's historical fiction is roughly the same thing.
no historical fiction is like Assassin's Creed where it's like the Da Vinci and like the Renaissance,
I agree,
but there's like a fiction happening within it. Like what's Game of Thrones?
It's all very much so based off of the idea of the history of I think it's Scotland and down towards where it's the near the Mongols area. And that's all at that period piece. It's different names, and there's obviously magic and
So it's
dragons
based
and
on
bullshit.
it. It's not like
It's not exactly historical. Like, they're not historical figures in that
It doesn't fit
piece.
perfectly in that.
that's not
genre.
historical fiction. What you're describing, Game of Thrones is not historical fiction.
What is it called? It's obviously going to be like dark fantasy.
It's
bullshit,
just
whatever.
fantasy. It's just like.
But it's very much so.
I don't know. Would you describe?
No, not necessarily, but I understand what he's saying because it's not like just a complete it's not just a complete. It's like.
Well, it must
it's like
be,
it's like
though.
Dragon Age in a way where it's like, here's England, here's France, here's Italy,
okay.
but they're different names. I would say Dragon Age is closer to historical fiction than Game of Thrones, though. Even though it's if you're in the Teventer, that's Italy.
It would be
if
like,
you're in Orlais, you're
it's
in
historical.
France.
It's high fantasy with historical references because every group in that book
Right.
is based off a group in real life.
Right, but
All
it's
of
a
them
fictional
exist.
group.
But it's
What I'm saying is like this is straight
like it's like
historical, like East India Company, like the journey to the Americas. The 1800s.
Fucking
but like the only difference is
Call
like
of
there's
Duty.
like dude, Nikola Tesla's in it and he makes you shit.
Ah,
It's awesome, but it's not like it's not like it's a me Mario. It's like totally straight faced, and I thought it was awesome. Like
That's cool.
it's a chore to play sometimes, and it's like kind of hard, just because like the difficulty is like high, not because it's a difficult game, but just because like the game obscures so much from you. It's like it's this really realistic looking game, and then you have the black bars. So like I was like sniped 40 times by somebody who like I couldn't even see.
Can you not turn that off? Because that sounds crazy.
It's I think because it's a PS4 launch game. Or like early in the PS4, like
it was very
they were
early,
trying
I
to
remember.
cut as much of the screen out to get like that cinematic kind of
Right.
and it
it
works.
looks cool.
It's cool.
I
I guess my recommendation would just like play on easy. You know what I mean? Because it's a story game. You know what I mean? There's
God, I
no
wish it was on PC, man.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah. I mean, I played it.
I would play it.
I would have modded the werewolves to be freaking French people.
If I modded, I would do.
yeah.
It's
They'd
like
be naked women with big cocks.
Oh,
running
if
at
I-
me.
oh, guess
And
what?
I'd be like and shoot them.
guess what? So I'm on my second playthrough of Cyberpunk. Guess what I did?
Everybody's naked.
Yes, and it is like, dude, Claire, the bartender, preem.
Preem pussy.
Preem, dude. She's like has just enough thickness in her tits. Dude, I was like, who did this? Because like when
That's
she's
one-
clothed, you can tell she's thick, but like,
Yeah.
Well, you know
nah.
Claire in she's trans. You know that, right?
Huh?
She's trans.
Well, some people were saying she's trans, but
Oh,
like
in the game?
She is.
people were saying like she was definitely trans, but the way that
This is like a Birdo
she has-
situation?
So when you're doing
No,
her,
she is.
well, so when you're doing
her mission, she explains.
when you're doing her mission, and she says something about she says transition.
Oh,
She
yeah.
doesn't say what.
She could have been a bird.
Well, she's not. She's not. What you call it? She's not enhanced at all. That's another thing you talk about.
Well,
all
that's the
time.
thing. She almost did before her husband, and then it gets complicated. Like you realize that her husband was just racing, and he didn't actually get killed.
Yeah.
But I still had still got the guy killed anyway. Because I was like, hey, well,
died racing?
So they're racers.
I don't
and then
get it. What do you do?
She lied to
Parked
you.
wrong?
She lies to you, and she's like, oh, I want to avenge my husband because he got killed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's go fuck this dude up. And then the guy's like begging for his life
is
and be
this?
like, Claire, the bartender in the Afterlife.
Oh, I don't know if I did much of her stuff.
I did every.
If you're not
side
into
mission by the end.
racing, you probably didn't do it.
The racing
I
in that
hate-
game, the car they give you to race is so fucking stupid.
Look.
Because they could have gave you a sports car and you would have been fine, but they gave you a fucking tank pretty much.
So she has this dumb tank thing. So I did that mission way later when I had dope shit. So like I got the best of that fucking, I forgot what it's called, the Caliber, whatever. Like one of the best cars in that game to race, and I destroyed everybody.
Well, you got to use a different car. I couldn't use it. I had to get in her car.
No, you either agree to use her car, say I'm using my own shit.
Motherfuck, bro. Oh my god.
The only time I used her car is the one time where you have to, when you're in the Badlands.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you have to use my car. because my car is built for the Badlands essentially, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And I hated the races because of how fixed it was.
Yeah.
Because her guns when she was shooting was doing nothing. Sometimes when you would touch people, they would explode. Other times they were invincible. The fucking guy, the guy that you want to kill, I had him dead to rights so many times, and literally, it's like plot armor in ways that you can't shoot them, you can't kill certain people. Like sometimes I'll throw grenades at people to see what happens.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, this car chase has to be this way.
Yeah.
Skyrim, you just can't murder people.
It's worse than Skyrim, because at least usually Skyrim, they'll like at least get fucked up and they'll come back. You know how they'll like usually like,
they'll topple over?
They'll topple over. At least they can be somewhat affected and then it'll reset after a while.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are impervious because like there was you know that chick, she works with the Militech or whatever. And it's Dex tells you meet
lady?
with this bitch. Yeah, and she
the blonde lady, right?
Huh?
The blonde lady?
Yeah, I think she's blonde, and that guy throws you on the ground, has the gun up, and then you do the
I tried to kill. I could have killed that motherfucker.
So that's the thing. I wanted to
drunk.
kill all of them and see if maybe it would just abort the mission, because it's optional. You don't even have to do it. And so I was just like, oh.
She's the corpo chick, right?
Yeah, the corpo chick.
Yeah.
And the only reason I stuck with it, because I saw a long time ago, she's one of the chicks that you can smash.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fine, I'll go through this. Otherwise, I was going to be like, I don't fucking care about this dumb bitch.
Would you play corpo?
So my second, I did a corporal intro. I just wanted to see what the intro was like. So I was a dude in that one. I just wanted to see what it was like. I was like the worst one in my opinion.
Corporal's boring.
Actually, my favorite one is being a nomad.
Wait, nomad?
And nomad was my favorite intro.
I like being a street kid.
Yeah. I just feel like the intro was so cool. Like it actually made sense. Like it felt the best because like when you're a corpo, you just know Jackie. No reason. There's no explanation. You just know him.
Yeah, it's not like street kids. Street kids, you know, because you're a gang. You're a gang member. Also,
you guys run into each other, and then you guys become friends after a while. Like there's the car that's gonna be stolen.
I did.
But the nomad one was cool because he was like he needed a job, and then he hires you, and then you guys get fucking in a really tight situation. It was really cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the nomad one just because it starts off in the desert. And I think the desert's dope as hell. Like when I was out in Palm Springs and we were like in that desert environment, I was like, this is making me want to play Cyberpunk, which is weird. Because it's not a desert game at all.
It's not.
Really.
You just go out there. It's kind of cool.
But it was that area stuck out to me. I like that area.
Yeah.
You want to run a lot in the
but I was a
desert
street
towards
kid,
the
I
end
think.
of the
Did you
game.
guys do every ending?
Yes.
No,
I did every ending.
I got the stars ending. I got the one we got near max thing for. I got all of them actually.
I did them all because I just wanted to see. At one point I was like, I'll just look it up, but I was like, no, I want to experience it.
I did the one with Hanako where I agreed with her. I did the one where I saw you see Jackie again. There was the one where you just kind of go to the moon, you die.
Yeah, the moon one was fun. I mean, I like the image.
Did you do the DLC one? The moon one made me sad because it's like, you really die in that one. It's so sad. I was like, man. They trick you.
You're pretty much like, because you go out in a blaze of glory because you're already you're kind of fucked. The Johnny one pissed me off though, only because he seemed like, hey, I've kind of changed. I'm a little bit different, and then he just ignores everything that has to do with fucking V. So where at least not just give the people that he loved a peace of mind to be like, hey, it's me, Johnny. Sorry. He's just like, ugh, fuck it. And then he leaves. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, I thought he changed. I
don't even remember what ending I got. Like, it's so long ago.
There's the ending with, what's her name? The old bitch. I forgot her name. Rogue. You fuck her as Johnny.
I don't know how to get a Rogue ending.
There's a Rogue ending where she gets flattened by what's his name literally kicks the wall through her.
Well, I mean, whatever. We should talk about Borderlands.
We should talk about Borderlands.
It's a way better.
Let's talk about something good. Yeah, Borderlands sucks, man.
So the movie,
it's so bad.
So the Borderlands movie came out. I didn't see it.
I want to see it just because of how bad everybody's saying it is.
Should we go see it? Should we all see it?
I think we should.
We can see it this Friday, I guess.
Let's give them a few bucks, man.
Because I have the movie pass. So I'm not giving them any money.
I feel bad for the cast, man. Because I'm like, damn. They got some star stuff. I mean, I don't give a fuck about Kevin Hart, to be honest.
No, nobody gives a shit about.
But
Kevin Hart.
say as far as like other people, other legendary female actors,
it is crazy.
I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
I can't believe you got Kate Blanchett in there.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah, I'm like, why did she agree to this?
I don't know. She must have owed Eli Roth a favor.
She must have. There must have been something that I'm missing. And because that's what usually happens, right? When they end up in these things they have no business being in.
I have no attachment to Borderlands at all.
Yeah, so
none at all. Nothing remotely.
I missed the wave. I have and this is weird because like I have Borderlands 2, and I'm like, the reason I didn't play is I'm like, I should really play one. I hate doing that shit.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I just don't care about those games. That's not my aesthetic.
I understand.
I don't like slapstick. And that series is very slapstick. And that's
sure.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, it is a precursor to Destiny, technically.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know? But yeah, I mean, I liked Borderlands when I was a kid. I remember liking the first one. It was a breath of fresh air at the time because you didn't see a lot. See, it's kind of the reverse, right? With the order that I was talking about now. It's like the order is like refreshing now, technically, because it's just like everything is written very jokey now. Like everything.
Yeah.
Like even I mean, we talked about this on a recent episode about like how there are no real comedies anymore. It's just like there are movies that are also funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of everything. And so like, it was nice to play a game that just had no jokes, you know. It was just like straight serious. Everybody's super serious. It's like almost like a Shakespearean kind of like, you know, sincerity to it. And Borderlands came out at a time where everything was mega dire and like mega serious, like grimdark, piss filter, you know, everything was green.
That was the time of like fear. That's when horror games were everywhere at that time. Like
fear. Everything was super serious.
Fear.
And even the things that weren't
that mall scene in Call of Duty where you're just fucking people. It's just
the best scene of all time.
Oh yeah, no Russian.
The best.
Everything was.
That's the best scene of all time.
It is.
It's an iconic video game scene.
I think that moment's so unfortunate.
It's clearly not the best season. It's not the best thing of all time. That's so stupid to say. However, I adore it so much because they dared.
I replayed the fuck out of that.
I've done it many times. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty, but then at the same time I do. It's weird. It's a weird thing where like there are moments within it that I'm like, oh, I actually cared.
I kind of agree with you. Where like when
Soap dies, I was like
I saw a and I saw a Black Ops 2 scene on Instagram Reels, and it brought me back to where I was like, oh yeah, that was really good. I forgot about it.
Yeah, it's kind of up until we started this podcast. That's kind of how I felt about Gears of War. Where like I guess I don't really care about Gears of War. I guess, but then I would think about it and I would be like, oh, I actually really like it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is kind of like a little bit like it's more separate for me because like I just never really I didn't play a single Black Ops campaign ever.
Black Ops campaigns were, to me, that was
probably the best one.
To me, that was the thing that really drew me to it because I was already kind of out of the PvP thing just because you had to get to a certain point where it's like, all right, I didn't have a gaming PC at that point. If you really want to compete, you know, you want to get the best hertz, best graphics card. You really want to be on a mouse and key to fucking have that twitch that, you know, literally it's like Formula 1 racing where their differences are so minuscule.
Have you seen
It's like that bullshit. I have seen it. It annoys me.
When I go play Digimon, there's like a fucking racetrack there. And the way they customize their cars is so fucking wild.
I want to hit those people.
It's really cool. Like, I know I'd fuck around and buy one of those and I'd be stuck forever. Because it's such a mind, like, let me give myself a little less on this. And I'm like,
what would happen is you would lightly press your toe on the fucking accelerator and you would just die. It's like, those things are so crazy. It's not, that shit ain't built for, I'm not into that shit. Because it's just,
I love it, bro.
It's into like these robotic people, right? Like that. And everything needs to be so perfect. I'm like, I just want to play on a controller, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to like have fun, compete, having fun. Team deathmatch is cool, but then if I didn't get 15 kills, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't fucking carry the team.
That's the only thing I
bombarded. You filthy negroid.
Like you might have one real good fucking match, and then the next one, oh, you knew so I only got 8 kills. You fucking pussy. You fucking. I'm like, damn, bro. Like 8 kills ain't that bad. Shit.
It gets crazy, man.
That's why you can't do that, bro. That's why I've never been good at those games. I was only like half decent at Halo. I was pretty good at Destiny at a certain point, but I wasn't really a shooting game person until I got older. And it sucks. I think I would have been really good at them, but I was too busy playing like RPGs and fucking like Pokemon and shit like that.
See, I went the opposite route. Like I'm playing more RPGs now, which I think makes technically. It's accidentally more logical. I didn't like plan that or anything, but it makes more sense because like you're just better at games like that when you're younger. Like I'm not as good as I was at first person shooters. So, like even just like 8 years ago. It's crazy.
I'm smarter now. The way I
but it doesn't matter. That's kind of
it helps, but it's not as like obviously
like now at 30, it's like, oh, I can play an RPG and like really appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And also, at being wiser, it is RPGs are a lot easier now. Puzzles are a lot easier.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was just like, I remember starting Fallout 3 in high school and starting off in that classroom. I mean, like, this is fucking gay.
Yeah, like, why would I want to do this?
Like, why would I want to do this? And I'm quoting myself from that time.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, it's just like, why the fuck? Like, why would I do this when I could go shoot shit?
Yeah.
In every other, like, video. Like, what the fuck is this? I have to take a test and meet a greaser? What the fuck is this dumb shit?
I was definitely that kid that was like, I never played those games. I didn't like them too much. And, like, I played Halo 4. That's the first one I played like really hard. I played all the other ones, but I played like Halo 4 really hard. I was like, oh, I'm not half bad at this. And I went back and played 3 a lot. And I was like, oh, this game is actually really, really, really fun. Because that's back when people still had LAN parties. So like people would bring over the Xboxes. You'd have like 4 TVs and you would just play called Halo and fucking laugh.
I guess what I was saying is that like that's around a time where like you had like it's very gritty. It was very like. Even the games that weren't super serious, like Gears of War is not technically like super serious, but it's melodramatic.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's more serious than Borderlands. And Borderlands was like, fuck it.
Yeah, let's just
have fun with this. We're gonna have a gun that shoots guns that shoots guns. And it's just like that's so ridiculous that you can't help but smile. And Borderlands 2 was kind of the same thing where it was just like Borderlands 2 is really good actually. It's still Borderlands, so if you don't like that like writing and it is like grating at a certain point, like you're not gonna like it. But that's where it peaks, I think. Everything afterwards was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Borderlands, first of all, 2009 is the first one. So it's a while, okay?
Yeah.
So to get a movie now. It's kind of like getting a Halo show now, where it's like, I don't know, man.
They shot the movie a couple years ago, but it's still fucking late.
They shot the movie 4 years ago.
Which happened.
Look, I remember hearing about it, right?
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that this movie was coming out, and we've been given, I mean, a Halo show notwithstanding, we've gotten some pretty good video game adaptations lately, or at the very least, video game adaptations that are halfway decent.
Can you name 4? I can name 3. I cannot name 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got. I think Mario was decent. Okay. I don't like Mario really that much, but like I think it's competent.
Like the movie,
the Mario movie, yeah. I think it's competent. Uncharted, I didn't like, but it was also very. It was competent in the same way. Where it's just like
about that.
This is like a fun kind of like whatever. Like this is.
How was that? Was that him when he was like really young or some shit?
Who?
Like Nathan Drake?
Yeah, no, but that's another thing where it's like the casting was fucking weird. It's like
I guess Nate.
Like I guess it's Tom Holland, fine, but it works.
Tom Holland?
Is he? Yeah, it's fine.
It's got the last act of it is pretty fun because they have a set piece. I'll just tell you, it's like they're airlifting these 2 pirate ships over the ocean, and they're like fighting on like they're boarding pirate ships in the air. It's fun.
Interesting.
It's like it's mindless. It's fine.
Yeah.
Competent.
What happened to Tom Holland? He stopped acting, I feel like.
Well, why would he continue?
He's taking a break, right?
Yeah, he's probably just
chilling.
chilling.
He's like, I'm just gonna be Spider-Man in a few years. I'm gonna like fuck my girlfriend and then like become Spider-Man later.
He
on.
did that one thing. Oh wait, no, he didn't do it.
He did that thing where he was gay.
He did do something, right? Wasn't he wearing like eyeliner and getting like fucked or something?
Yeah. His character was what you call it. His character had like not BBD.
There was a show where he was getting pounded. I remember that was
it was because they had the thing with those 2 guys.
Oh yeah, where she was getting fucked by like some tennis people or something.
She didn't even get fucked by them. That's crazy.
Tennis people.
I watched that movie. That movie's so fucking ass, dude. Challenger's such a fucking ass movie.
Why'd you watch it?
Because my girlfriend wanted to see it, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna watch this with you.
Fucking Eddie had a Challengers themed birthday party or something.
I don't understand.
And it was I appreciated it because it's just like, why the fuck would you do? This is such an insane idea that everybody's just in tennis gear. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, was it like crazy. Hold on.
The bathroom had that photo of Zendaya like staring at the camera.
Hold on. What was this content or just like no fuck? I just want to have a birthday.
This is just a dumb birthday party.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. But I just like
okay.
I saw it on Instagram afterwards. Like I love that idea is so insane. I would love to have a themed birthday after like some fucking completely obscure. I don't even know like what it like Mac and Me.
It's like having a birthday
like
party.
a Mac and Me themed
It's
birthday.
like having a Slither's birthday party. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, or like a Sling Blade.
A Sling Blade.
Sling Blade themed birthday.
What the fuck would that even? What would that
I have
be?
no idea.
Exactly. I think
It would just everybody be mumbling to each other.
I do like the idea of some. I just don't like the idea of making people go out of their way to do crazy shit.
Well, you're not making people participate if they want.
Well, they're not right, but it's
I mean?
also some people probably feel obligated to go because it's their birthday. Fucking party.
Whatever. I've never felt obligated to do anything in my goddamn life. But Borderlands is bad.
Whoa.
Is the point?
Yeah,
and,
unfortunate.
It's
man.
unfortunate. Oh, what I was going to say
Yeah.
is that like this is okay. So Mario, Uncharted, Castlevania, Fallout. Arcane apparently is very good.
Arcane's
I
very
refuse
good.
to watch it.
Why?
Religious reasons.
Wake up every day and I wake up every day and I wake up every day and I wake up every day and
fuck
I
is
wake
that?
up every day and I wake up every day. Oh, I wake up every day. Every day I wake up every day. I wake up every day. Every day I wake up.
I don't know what that
I wake
is.
up every day.
What you're experiencing right now is a psychotic break.
Oh.
But no, this isn't actually happening. This is all.
You're just imagining a variation of me.
Well,
No. So Imagine Dragons
In
is the theme
Dragon
song. So
Magic.
I have not watched it,
oh,
and they're also in an episode apparently, which is like
They are?
Yeah,
I don't think they are.
I would know. But I would know.
They're in an episode. What episode are they in?
I don't know, the 7th.
like as themselves or
Yeah, they have cameos in an episode. It's like very slight, but it's enough for me to be like, no.
Dang, man.
I don't want anything to do with anything that they do.
It's a good show.
I'm sure it's good, but that's 5, and there are like a couple other ones I'm pretty sure like that I'm not remembering.
There's Master Chief and Jimmy Rings.
That was not good.
There's Jimothy Rings in the
Jimothy.
What the
there's
fuck was
Jimothy
it?
Rings in the Alien Boys, and then there's
did you say Fallout already?
Yeah, I did say Fallout. There's something else that I know I'm forgetting.
Fallout, Last of Us.
Oh yeah, the Last of Us show.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what probably
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
You see that? So what I love about this movie, the Borderlands movie, is that Craig Mazin, the guy who I think wrote or directed or something, he was like he was in charge. I think I'm just gonna say he wrote it because I'm pretty sure that's accurate. But he wrote The Last of Us, the TV adaptation, or he helped write it. And so he also did Chernobyl on HBO.
Yeah.
And so he was on the script for Borderlands, and then Eli Roth came in and fucked everything up.
Of course.
And then and so Craig Mazin was like, I don't want my name on this.
Oh, so he used an
So
anon.
he used an alien. So like on the thing it says like Eli Roth and Joe Crombie. Who, if you go to Joe Crombie, it's just that's it. And if you Google it, it's just like this is an alias for Craig Mazin.
That's right. That I forgot that some
Forgot
some
that people did
do
that.
Yeah,
It's very dumb though because you could just look that up now. Like it made more sense in like the 30s when you had to like consult like a witch to like figure out.
If you didn't have any encyclopedia,
Your GPS was a
an
witch and you have
immediate
your
encyclopedia on your.
consult the. Are we headed the right way, dear? Consult the witch.
Give me your eye.
No, witch. You cannot have my eye. All right, go left.
Go
Yeah.
left.
The idea of
Take a
a,
left up here.
the idea
Stupid
of a
bitch.
witch like almost crucified in front of like a horse and buggy, like at the
Like the mast of a
like
ship.
the mast of a ship, and they're just like left.
Are you sure? Do not make me take your hand.
If we make another wrong turn, I'll beat you for 24 hours again.
That's an insane. Again, he did it. There's bags under his eyes from the last time he did it.
He beat her ass
Oh, wait.
so bad.
If you get this wrong, you ain't going to Book of the Beppo.
in the back,
Yeah,
in the
go
back of a bookie and bat
But yeah, so fucking Borderlands.
Oh yeah, you never said that. Wait, hold on. We were talking about Carl Urban. We did not finish why he was brought up.
No,
we?
he's
Oh, because we said he was like, I think we mentioned that he was Australian or something, or English, and
No, I just feel like we didn't say what he was.
he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's a Z
He's a
Newland.
fucking Kiwi.
He's a Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Which why are they called that? Do you know?
Kiwis there?
I knew for a second. I don't remember.
I know
anymore.
exactly what you mean. Isn't that a
Were
shame?
there Kiwis
Isn't that
there?
terrible? That like we have access to all this information, and because of that,
Yeah.
We look up the information in the moment, and then we're like, oh, that's what it is, and then we forget.
Short term, great.
Yeah, then it's gone. So fucked.
In the back seat of a Bucharest.
But yeah, a lot of people wrote in trying to correct us. I got a couple DMs about it, which is weird.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
I don't normally get DMs about stuff on the show, but every now and then, something like the Raygun thing was one of them, and then this was one of them.
Yeah, people are really passionate about that shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, sorry.
I mean, sorry, I didn't know. I'm actually surprised. Now I guess him and Anthony Starr have been fucking for a while.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, why are all these
My
fucking...
name's Carl Urban.
How's it
going?
Hey, mate. Carl... Oh, go Izzy Adesanya.
Gonna print out some pamphlets.
You know?
Gotta print out some pamphlets.
Some pamphlets?
Send them to the Royal Guard.
I'm not even sure.
I fucking hate you.
Are you a fucking... I'm not even gonna say anything because last time, every time I say something about England, I get it so demonstrably wrong, and somebody has to point it out.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Liverpool.
I'm just imitating Taika Waititi basically because he's my only reference for what a New Zealander sounds like.
Oh, to me, it may sound ignorant, but dude. When I hear New Zealand, a standard Australian, and a South African accent, they're way too goddamn similar. They're like it is to me as similar as, and it's not like say an Outback Australian accent because that's not standard, right? That's the stereotype. Yeah, it's like fucking you do an Asian stereotype.
What you doing? Like Captain Boomerang.
Real hot, eh?
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I like to take a ride on your face. Huh? It's like
take a right nut on your face over there.
Yeah, get the boomerang.
But like, look, I want to
get this.
I want to glaze a boomerang and cum,
and then throw
it at a kangaroo. Yeah, that's what they do. I think.
I think that is how. Yeah.
Every Australian I know has said that verbatim.
We are friends with one Australian.
It's a rite of passage.
I don't think Lewis has ever said that.
I think Lewis said that specifically.
Yes, he has. I don't even know him, but yes, he has.
Lewis Spears definitely said those words.
Yeah, I'm here to throw a fucking cum glaze boomerang at your face, right?
Boomerang.
Mad Max.
Aboriginals.
Get the Aboriginals.
But I hear that. I don't know. I hear the differences. So, I think between.
I want to test that, and I think this is what I'll do. Yeah. This is what I'm going to do. So there's these 3 UFC fighters.
No.
All right. I guess not.
No.
The best improv partner ever.
No.
Look, there's these three people in UFC.
Okay, 3.
One's from Australia, one's from New Zealand, one is from South Africa. I will play dialogue from each of them, and then you guys have to guess which is which. I will do that, and I guarantee you, it's going to be a lot harder than you imagine.
Okay, so here's what I will say: South Africa is a trip for me. Like South Africa, I can discern between English, Australian, and New Zealand. I can
do English.
Australian is super easy. When I get to New Zealand and Australia, because I watch so much like UFC is my biggest reference. There's a lot of fighters from there's a big gym in New Zealand called City Kickboxing, and then they have a lot of good people coming out of there, and I'll hear them talk, and then I'll hear say some of the people that are over in Australia talk, and I'm like, it's almost as similar. It's almost like just being a few cities over. Where I'm like, it's not really that discernible. It's kind of almost like a slang
but
thing.
You kind of can. It's like it's like New York and Boston. You know what I mean?
I don't think they sound somewhere at all. People say that to me, and I think it's insane.
Right, but like we know that because we're there.
You're there. You're a part of it.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Oh, that is a very big difference. It's like you think about most people that aren't from the area at all. When you hear someone speak Spanish, they're not going to be able to tell where they're from.
No, yeah.
Like they're just not. Like they're just gonna be like, oh, you're just some bean.
You fucking telenovela.
Like if you don't speak Spanish at all, yeah, I can.
Yeah, like if you're not,
I can tell the difference between people that speak Spanish and not most of the time.
Because you've been surrounded.
We've been surrounded.
Like say me, I same thing. Like I can tell if someone who is from fucking the Caribbean speaking Spanish for someone from Mexico is very different to me. But I feel like if you don't experience that shit, how the fuck are you gonna really know?
Well, the thing is that Caribbeans speak one way. Like Caribbean and Puerto Ricans and Cuban sound pretty similar, like very similar. In fact, it's
well,
kinda
they're
like,
right now. Yeah,
It's in the
gross.
same neck of the woods.
there's like a song. There's almost like a cadence. It's all in cadence. I think it's like the way certain parts of the sentence are lifted and lowered is how
Which
you
is
can
really
usually
bad
tell.
now because since I've been around so many Mexicans, when I hear Puerto Ricans speak Spanish, they don't sound right. They don't sound right to me because of the fact that, like, which is really bad because that's what I am.
Yeah.
That's really disrespectful to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
own people, which is sad. But it doesn't sound right because instead of saying
You got
"Estás,"
gentrified.
I technically did, I think.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten better out here. Like, I speak Spanish now because I'm out here and I'm surrounded by it.
Sure.
Opposed to when I was back home, I understood some Spanish, but I didn't really speak it very often.
Sure.
But like,
How would you describe the Mexican cadence?
Mexican cadence is it's for actual Mexican speaking Spanish, it's more proper. But what Mexicans like Chicano Spanish just sounds stupid.
No, what I mean is like, you know how like in
That's one of a kind.
in Puerto Rico in
It's
Puerto
funny.
in Puerto Rico it's like or Caribbean Spanish, it's like there's like a
Well, Puerto Ricans,
there's like it's almost like Italian in the way that there's like a sing-songy nature to the way it's like
so you said sing song. So remember before when this motherfucker fought me when I said there are sing songy words.
right, but not words.
There are.
There's no word that is sing-song. That's
Yes,
what I'm saying.
there
It's, like,
is.
it's about the cadence.
There's
I
sing-songy
literally
words.
brought this up when we were having that
You might
conversation,
have.
by the way.
It
Moron.
sounds like it's happening again.
Where I brought up Italian specifically.
I think for Puerto Ricans in particular, they don't usually say the end. Like instead of saying "está,"
Say the N word? What?
the
What?
end of a word.
Oh.
Chill.
Oh.
Chill.
Yeah, it's like they definitely say the N-word.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, you're lying.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Instead of saying "estás," they say "está."
No, I
Things
understand.
like
I
that.
understand that, but I mean, like the cadence,
Ah.
like growing up, I remember I would hear this like, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like there's like a cadence to the way that it's spoken, and then Mexicans like don't have a cadence.
Mexicans is more like flat.
It's flat the
No,
entire
flat.
time. Like there's no emphasis on anything. It's wild.
They're more of a. Did you say insane?
It's crazy.
Now?
No, sorry. I just got a text message.
Was it from Mexico asking us to stop?
Is it from Mexicans?
No, I don't know the context, but it's just my wife. My wife, she just it's just a thing about like and I don't know which sink, but she clogged a sink, she said. And I really, really, really hope it's not the bathroom sink, because I told her, stop brushing your fucking hair in the sink. You're gonna clog it up, and I hope it's not that one, because if it's the kitchen, something happened, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna turn into Ricky Ricardo, bro. I'm about to be like, huh? What are you?
Ricky never hit her ever.
You think he?
What are you doing, Lucy? You fucking whore! What
Look,
the hell?
we've never seen them have sex either.
That's true. We've never seen it. We can't prove it.
Okay.
Meaning,
We've never seen
During
never seen Anakin fuck Padme, so we don't know.
We've never
if those
seen-
are his kids because we didn't see him fuck.
We've never seen Lucille Ball's labia stretched and torn asunder.
Wow.
So like we can't know.
I've never seen Sydney Sweeney's pussy, so she may be trans.
That's true.
that is actually, I have a screenshot where
Of her pussy.
No, I have a screenshot of she's wearing a bikini, and I'm positive the transvestigators are curious because curious. Sydney Sweeney, we've never seen her pussy. Does that mean she actually has one? I'm Tucker Carlson.
I'm Tucker Carlson.
Dude.
And this is CNN.
See, oh my god,
He
that'd be
changed
crazy.
his teams entirely.
Dude, CNN's getting a little iffy. Actually, I'll
We
be
need
honest.
some
Yeah,
grifters,
CNN's
bro.
crazy.
They
Need
kinda
some
like-
grifters, man.
They man, I think about this a lot. I keep thinking about I was like, I really want to fucking grift Max. Like, I was like,
We keep talking about this though. Like
Yeah, we do.
We're never
We're
gonna
being
do.
We
pussy,
never
bro.
do
Let's
it.
just
Move on.
grift, bro. You know how much support we'd get being
Enough.
fucking
This
black?
is a conversation we've had a million times.
Let's do it then. There's money on the table we're not getting.
I would rather go see Borderlands
we will see
and
Borderlands.
see Kate Blanchett as a 50-year-old pretending to be
Siren?
fucking Lilith.
That's her name is Lilith, right? That's the siren's name.
Look, I'm starting a
Insane.
channel. We're calling it.
Second channel.
We're talking conservaplex.
The Nigservatives.
The
Negro
Con is fucking
That's
awesome.
not bad, actually. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, fucking Kamala, right? You know, that used to be a wrestler.
That
used to be a wrestler.
Kamalama Ding Dong over
fucking
here.
look at fucking Kamala Akbar over here.
Yeah.
Fucking.
She about to get a colonic, man. What are you, gay? Are you trying? She trying to get in your ass, bro?
Kamala Harris pedophile? Question mark. We'll find out today.
That's the thumbnail. Oh my god! Oh, I like how these guys sound. You're one of the good ones, boy.
Tim Waltz, war criminal.
Yes, yeah.
Lily would leave me.
Yeah, Tim Waltz.
Lily would actually leave me.
Skins children alive.
He skins children and beats them with the American flag
while wearing trans makeup.
Tim Waltz puts dead white women in school bathrooms? Question mark.
I don't know about you, brother, but I heard that Tim Waltz actually administers the tampons to the boys while they pee.
Is Kamala a secret moose lamb?
Yes.
Find out tonight
Yeah.
on fucking whatever it is we're doing.
Moose Lamb
NegroCon.
On NegroCon.
Hello,
niggas that play.
It's me. Yeah, niggas that play. Yeah, that's it.
I've had that idea for years.
A very long time.
What is it?
Niggas that play.
Niggas that play.
It's a good. I like it. Yeah, it's unusable. But it's
when we first got together and we were like, "Hey, what should our podcast be?" And that was Niggas That Play was a thing.
I think it's so good.
It's a good name. It is a good name.
The idea of that is like so useful, but you can't use it. People will be like, "That's not." We live in a world. Maybe, hopefully, eventually, you could say everyone could say nigga. Eventually.
Who was in Paris? Is my question.
I literally called some. So in Digimon, there's this weird occurrence where like there's two particular Digimon that black people very often like. It's really weird, and it's always it's
Angel Woman.
no.
Oh, okay.
It's like my favorite. My two favorites are them also. And it's
Okay.
gross.
Why?
I don't.
Can you show me these?
They're not. There's nothing you would assume by. I think you already seen the one I say is my favorite all the time.
I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't pay.
Gunmon?
Anytime you say anything about Digimon,
Stop!
what'd you say?
Is it Gunmon?
Gunmon?
Is it Fentanylmon?
Is it Niggamon?
Is it? That's too easy.
Is it?
It's too easy.
Is it heavyset white woman mon? Is it?
Gunmon is crazy. It's me, Gunmon.
It's Gunmon. It's just a
They
gun.
can talk, right? The Digimon.
Yeah, they can talk.
Yeah.
Who's the
Gun. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. I think he's just adorable.
Why do niggas like that one?
I don't know, but niggas, and it's this dude. I think this other one is more understandable why people like this one so much. I think 'cause it's just kind of cool looking. And it's this one.
Oh, because he's
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
he's
I liked
cool.
him too.
Yeah, Vima. But
What do you mean? That's like the wait. First of all, I haven't played Digimon.
He's one of the most famous ones, objectively. So people like him a lot, of course.
Yeah, but these are both the ones that I recognize.
You know both of those ones? I guess. Well,
I don't know their name. I don't know their like social
you know the
security
design
number.
of them.
Not on a first name basis with them, but I know.
I don't go over to your house.
I remember see because I had action figures of like that, the blue one, because he turns into Flame
Dramon,
Flame
yes.
Dramon. That I had a fucking.
I didn't know.
The dumbest. It
The
is
egg that turns into it. Did you have the egg?
I did.
That thing is.
Dude, let me tell
What
you.
you guys are talking about?
So let me look it up because it is the most 10-year-old boy kind of action figure that you could possibly. It was so cool. I thought
Change
into
digital. Dude, look at that.
champion.
champions. He's like a fucking race car. He's like
It's so
he's like
stupid.
a hot
Let me see
rod
it again.
with
Haven't
spikes
seen it.
and shit.
He's a race car.
He looks so badass.
They're like, hey.
but he's literally just a little one with red on his body.
So this is what we're gonna do: Hot Wheels, swords, Mega Man.
Dude, when I was a kid, I thought genuinely this was the coolest fucking thing ever.
Flame Dramon was so cool when I first saw him. I screamed.
Yow!
It is so sick for no
But look,
reason.
this is
but it's so clearly 10-year-old.
This is the form. Everyone likes this one. Every single black person I know
That's
that
Columbine
plays
Flame Dramon.
He has guns. Look. This is Pale Dramon. And I fucking love this Pokemon, but every black person loves it. So what happens, I started a thing in a Discord where I call people, instead of calling them the black, call them nigga, I say, oh, you fucking, you Imperial Dramon enjoyer. You fucking Pale Dramon enjoying Hellcat driving ass.
That's
like,
crazy. I don't.
And they're like, damn, dude, I do enjoy. All of them like, damn, I do enjoy that Pokemon, man.
Yeah, I fell off of that shit, dude.
I love Digimon.
Oh, yeah, this is the one I had.
It's the little egg that turns into it.
No. I had
Hey, if it's cheap, you better buy it.
So this is the golden one.
Is that Magna? Yeah, that's
one?
my boy. I fucking love that dude too.
I had this action figure and I thought it was so fucking cool. It's just so jagged. I don't know. I like jagged shit.
Look up
why.
Magnum on X right now. You're gonna, if you like jagged. It's such an insane
X.
Just put an X by it. Like literally, that's what happens.
What am I looking for?
X.
Wait, what?
Is this Magnamon? What that one is, but X.
Magna?
This
Yeah.
is just Mega Man X. What the fuck is this?
It takes homage. There's homage there.
Magnamon X?
Look at how jagged that nigga is.
I think I had this too. I think I had an action figure of this.
That is so,
Wait, let me look up.
that is so lazy.
action figure.
It's because of the X antibody in them that makes them fucking jagged.
And X anti. You're already teaching me too much about Digimon. I don't want to know
Crazy.
more about that.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that design.
That's dope as hell.
Look at that. That dude looks like if you.
This is like a Final Fantasy Gundam.
That,
He can fly
yeah, that's
through
what I'm
you.
saying. It's a Gundam with fucking
And then he
like
transforms one more time,
gargoyle
and he's
hands.
even more jagged.
like it's fucking.
This is
You ever see the Gargoyle fucking animated series?
That's
With,
like, you know, when you said gargoyle hands, I immediately, for some reason, my brain thought like mobsters, like where this is like Jimmy Two Toes. I was like, this is
this Brad Gargoyle.
this is you don't want to upset Jimmy Gargoyle Hands, do you?
what is he? Does he just ravage people with
No,
his
he's just
hands?
slapping the sides off a building.
No, he just
He's
has.
slapping the jack in the corners of buildings.
He literally just has a bad knee. And everybody's like, what? Why? Why do you?
I didn't want to be bad knee, so I made a gargoyle.
Yeah,
hands.
gargoyle hands.
Literally off the top of my head.
Gargoyle.
His fucking like he meets the mob boss for the first time. His friend brings him in, and he's like,
Who you?
"Well, who are you?" It's with the gimp, and he's like, I'm Jimmy Gargoyle Hands." Oh, nice.
And he got caught up from there, and things escalated really bad.
Let me see your hands.
Let me see it.
He has his hands are sparkling and delicate.
Well,
I don't see it, but I mean, all right. If that's what everybody, if that's what the boys determined.
and
If you gotta make moves, you know, boy. Gargoyle hands, go slap this man to death in front of me.
and you say Johnny Turtleback vouches for you.
Johnny
Turtleback. Johnny Turtleback is just, I don't know, like 6'1".
He just-
Yeah, he's just tall.
He's 6'1". That's it. He's
There's
like,
no relate. That would actually be like an amazing way to run an organization, because like you could not organize enemy factions could not organize intel against you.
Yeah.
Like who's
Look at-
Turtleback?
Yeah.
Look at Eric
The
Black.
tall one?
Like you see some
Look
old
at Eric
fuck
Blackfoot. And it's like
Eric Blackfoot. Like
not a single black
I
person
literally
there.
can't see their feet at all. They're
It
wearing.
doesn't make-
What do I say?
They're wearing designer shoes. I can't. This makes no
And
difference.
they're white. All of their
look-
shoes are white.
Look at Bobby Bright Eyes. Everybody's wearing shades. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Bobby Bright Eyes. That's Timothy Bone Knees.
Bone knees.
Look at
He's
Eric
got some
the
really
Human.
hard knees. Eric the human.
Yeah, the human.
Hey, Eric the human, come here. Come here.
Eric the Human, come in real quick. I
got a job for you.
He
It's
looks
the
like
dog.
It's like I was just about to say it. I was like, it's the fucking dog.
Eric the Human comes in
Eric
and
the
sits
Human.
down on the couch, but it sits down like a human does, but with the proportions of a dog. So it just sits down like, what do you need from me?
That's a literal-
Bark.
He's
Bark. Come
He
here.
woofs in Italian.
Wolfie.
Baka.
A wolfie.
Baka.
A guy better go wolf.
Woof, woof.
Wolf.
Bring it.
Wolf. It sounds like when he's getting hurt, when Mario's getting hurt. Wolf.
Bring in Sam Slippery Sandals. Comes in and it's straight up for real Mario. Like it's Mario from the game.
Sam Slippery Sandals.
The mod is so stupid.
It's such a dumb. There
was a time where this was fearful.
There's a time where you'd be scared.
Like saying this and broadcasting this out would have
right.
We might lose our families.
Would have been it would have been like MC Hammer, like calling those people.
Legs.
It'd be like MC Hammer calling those people on fucking third base when they landed in LA and threatened to kill them. Like it's
crazy.
We're fucked. We're fucked if we have this exact conversation as loudly and as publicly as we had in like the 80s.
Right.
Not even the 80s, maybe like the 70s.
Well, the 70s for sure, but like even in the 80s is what I'm saying.
Yeah. They're like, we'll come find you, you bunch of Negroes and maybe Hispanic boy. We can't really tell.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Tommy 8 Fingers to come slit your throat. Normal hands.
8 Fingers. He just has long-ish hair. Not even long. Like it's slightly longer than Chris's hair. It's
like barely touching his shoulders.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
I'm 8 Fingers. Why they call me 8 Fingers? Because I have 10 of them.
Don't fucking worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it.
I do have 8 fingers. I just have two
I have
more
two
than
others
that.
as well.
I just have 2 more than that. Now come here and let me choke you to death.
Who was the dog again? Who's the dog?
Eric the human? You forgot already.
Guys, please chronicle this. If you guys are going to clip a part of the episode, please clip this part.
This
is so insane.
Some motherfucker drawing the Eric the human. What was it? Sammy Slippery Sandals?
And it's Mario. It's straight up Mario.
Slippery Sandals is such a dope fucking name.
That's such a good name.
You're like, why are your sandals slippery? Hey, yippee! It's me.
It's your fucking.
Why do you look like a video game? I don't understand.
Why do you look like a video? You look like a video game. Not a video game character. not an animated creation. You look like.
Hey, you're all right.
You're all right, honestly. I saw the way you stomped on them Goombas in that game. Pretty sweet, honestly. What's the name of your green dinosaur over there? You know what? I'll call him Philip Fillmore's. And it's Yoshi.
Yeah. Beep, beep.
He swallows the dog whole.
Eric, no.
Get Eric out of there. He cracks the egg down. Don't swallow Eric again. He gets real scared of tight places.
All right. Let's move on. We have questions that we haven't even gotten to.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, let's get to questions before we're an hour in.
Holy shit! I remember it being an hour. We was like, whoa. That
was the most genuine whoa I've heard other than my nephew when he first saw fire for real. Whoa. That is the most genuine. Whoa.
Sorry. I'll settle down. Whoa.
Whoa, I said whoa.
I said whoa, and then they shot me. Then I absolutely died up there on that stage.
I did not have sexual relations with that Digimon.
Angela came on to me. I was like, I'm not gonna fuck you. I'm not gonna do this.
Tim Pool's bunker is a literal. Like my daughter. Tim Pool's bunker is a literal echo chamber, Rodin.
Damn.
That is literally
facts.
True. Yeah, that is. See, they bought a skate park.
He bought a skate park from these people when they told him, "Hey, we don't want you here," and spitefully bought He bought the skate park because he was talking about doing something nice for the skate community and shit, and they're like, "We don't fucking want you here at all. You're not welcome here because you're a piece of shit and you don't represent anything in this culture at all." And so he was just like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna buy it." Yeah. He bought it for like $800,000. Imagine having that type of money.
He's got money like that.
Yes, he does. Yes,
of course he does. He's a grifter.
He's a massive.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like I just saw him do a segment real fast and he just finished. He did a fucking segment about one of the chicks in the Olympics. She was like twerking after she won or something. She got a medal or whatever she placed, and she has an OnlyFans. And he's like, "I'm a libertarian, so you do you, but I'm still gonna call you a hooker. You're a hooker." And I was just like, okay, first of all, there's so many things. Like, you can't say you don't have a problem with this, and then you're gonna start talking shit and calling this chick a hooker. Second of all, he was like, if you're selling pictures of yourself, you're a hooker. And I'm like, what? In what fucking world?
It's never been what hookers do.
And I saw Sam Cedar, actually, a little clip of it, and he was like, You ever think anybody said when they were looking at Playboys, oh, look at all these hookers. Look at all these, like no one thinks that way.
Yeah, like it's not
like
real.
He just everything he
Look at all these
does.
hookers. I love these hooker magazines. I love looking at all these hookers in my magazine.
Yeah,
like that's not what fucking
they're not
hooker is.
hookers. They're just fucking selling sex of themselves, pictures.
Yeah.
Like, we know what hookers are. You got to get some pussy.
Yeah.
Or ass, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, you got to be there.
Yeah,
you know?
there has to be some type of exchange.
Or
There's no
some
such thing
punching.
there's no
Like
such thing as a remote hooker. You know, like
at the very
there's
least, he
a-
should have said that though.
there's
Even.
a-
if you wanted
You
to be
never
like,
did video calls? You never did a video
technically-
call for a hooker? You never like, hey, call the bitch.
you
Like,
know
hey,
how
bitch.
sad that shit is, bro.
Hey, bitch, could you cry? Did you just cry?
Like, why not
on-
just go
on
down to the
screen?
fucking strip club if you're gonna waste your money?
I can't stop masturbating.
At least get your pee rubbed, right? Like with the dance.
I could never ever give a hooker money. I couldn't give a woman money in the first
Really?
place.
Not even for a GoFundMe for a cancer treatment?
No. No.
All right, let's move on.
Sorry.
Tim Pool's bunker is a literal echo chamber road, and he says, "Greetings, you silly three. If the Snark Tank designed a televised obstacle course, Wipeout style, what would you put in it? Bonus question: who would you make run the course? Ethan Ralph is my immediate.
Ethan Ralph,
because he would have such a
I'm
rough
sorry.
time.
Wait, what was the? Can you run it by me one more time? I'm sorry.
Sure. Is your house flooding?
I was just responding real fast to the thing.
No, see, so this Tim Pool's bunker is a literal echo chamber. He writes, "Greetings, you silly three. If the Snark Tank designed a televised obstacle course, Wipeout style, what would you put in it? Bonus question: who would you make run the
Okay,
course?
so you said Ethan Ralph.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah,
I'd do Boogie,
So
but I'd hope he succeed though. I'd hope he succeed.
he wouldn't,
All right,
obviously.
So Ralph,
but
Boogie, and
No, I hope he would. I hope Boogie would succeed, and he'd be like, get up there, and he gets a win, like an organic.
why
win.
are you hoping Boogie's like that's a dumb hope.
But like he gets like an organic, like real win, and he's like, oh shit, I can like, if I put my mind things, I can do something.
And
Like,
what-
No, that would never. He's
Did
been
you-
given so many wins. He had
No,
hundreds of thousands of
no, he
dollars.
gets it.
right.
No, he gets it. He like gets up there.
Didn't
he
like
wins.
Phil Spencer give him an Xbox or something, or am I wrong about that?
I think Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson.
Oh, was it Major
I
Nelson?
think it was Major Nelson. Did a
It was
video with
Major
him,
Nelson.
Like
I was thinking that.
it was an Xbox One, I think.
Yeah,
Because he had that viral video of him smashing the 360.
that's
I
what it
think.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would it be that? Yeah,
And
the other
he
way
gets
was
the
that.
award. He's like, I can do it. And then his life changes, like for the better. Like he's like, guys, I'm gonna.
His
try.
life's
Look,
over.
I'm gonna go on like a health journey.
Your
I'm gonna-
fantasy is so far from. Dude, did you see him box?
No.
Because he fought that other fat dude, Wings of Redemption, and Wings of Redemption's a huge guy too, but he can move like a regular human being. So even with him being fat and slobbish and slow, he decimated Boogie because Boogie can't move like a regular human. It is watching him move is like watching, I don't know, a jellyfish underwater, I guess. Where it's just like, it's just, how it's just like they're just kind of plopping.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that motherfucker can run anything. Like it is such a that is higher fantasy than Game of Thrones. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
There's
he's-
dragons there.
I'm telling you, I can believe dragons more than fucking Boogie finishing
you
any type of
seen-
obstacle course.
Have you guys seen the outer ice wall theory, where we are in a world that
Yes.
is covered by the sheet of ice?
Yes.
And outside that world, there's all sorts of whimsy and fantasy.
It's all the cool shit.
What the
and
fuck are
how
you
the fuck
talking
would
about?
these people know?
because every now and then there's a person that diverges on our side,
Yeah.
and they come and they tell us the truth.
Yeah. Why?
About this theory, about this
Where
this-
are they?
The government takes them because they don't want us to
Oh,
know.
So I would want to have a wall with boxing gloves that punches outward.
Are you talking about the course, or
Yeah.
are you talking about the wall of ice?
The magical
There's
ice
boxing
wall.
gloves on the ice.
You know what? Actually, scratch
Boom.
it.
No, I was almost free.
My obstacle course is just
Over
ice.
there,
It's
there's
just
like
all
a-
ice.
It's just all.
It's a thin ledge of ice, a wall of ice, knobs to grab onto that are also ice.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I have an
That's the obstacle
amazing update about Ethan Ralph.
Oh man. Okay.
So you mentioned him, and I perked up, man, because so recently he was talking a lot of shit to people, saying I'm gonna be in San Diego, I'm gonna see my son, whatever. First had problems with the airline. He said it was they fucked things up, but clearly he was probably just drunken on drugs, fucked up his schedule. He started talking all this shit, misspelling words to the airlines. Finally makes it to San Diego at one point. Only gets to see his fucking son for like 2 hours instead of like, multiple hours or something because he's a fucking idiot. Then later says, I don't want to get to it, but I'm stranded in Tijuana. He's like, I don't want to go into it. So he somehow got stranded in TJ, probably trying to smash another young girl, because that's the theory of why he got beat up the first time in Portugal, that he tried to go after a young prostitute, and then some people beat the shit out of him and took his purse. And the latest update
they said took his perks.
Oh, no, his perks. No, I mean, I'm sure there were perks in his purse. Yeah, so they both got taken. But so the latest update, and this was one of the best things, and I gotta give that stream credit, the Kino Casino with Worski on it, because I don't know, Worski, whatever.
He's himself.
But credit when credit is due, because they played that sad violin stock one that we all know. When everybody, So it's him explaining that his life's been torn apart and stuff. Everything's like, rock bottom. And then he said, I thought about killing myself. I was this close to ending myself. He even tweeted something out or it was Telegram, I guess, saying Ethan Ralph, something 37 years old. And first of all, I'm shocked that he's only 37. He looks like he's fucking 50.
He's 37?
He's 37 or 38 or something. So, and he looks fucking rough. But you would too if you've been through what he's been through.
That's true.
So then they switched to hopeful, inspirational stock music. And then Ethan Ralph says, the only reason I'm still here is because I'm not giving the haters that win. He legitimately is only alive because he doesn't want us to be happy. People that hate him and would think, the world would be better off if he was dead. He was like, no, I refuse to die.
He's negative maxing,
He's living for spite.
Yeah, he's living for spite. And the inspirational music over it I was laughing. I was so tired and miserable last night. I just felt bad. But then I was laughing so hard. It was perfect. So he is literally only alive. Yeah, because of spite. And that actually because I was like, oh shit, we almost lost Ethan Ralph. It was almost the end. Because his life is horrible, right? He's forced to live in Mexico because he probably owes all the taxes in the world. He probably all of the alimony. He would probably be in prison as soon as he steps foot into a place where a cop would be like, "Is that piece of shit?" And then beat him up, take him back to prison or whatever. So it's been nice. I will say that it's good content, man. He's still here for us. I appreciate.
Shout
him.
out to you.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Shout out to Ethan.
Shout out to Ethan Ralph. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what I would. I don't know.
Let's go to the next question.
Just a minefield.
You'd have to hold.
It would be a minefield. That would make a minefield.
It'd be a thunderstorm. You'd have to hold an electric rod up in a flat area. And you got to make it from one way to point B without dying.
That's it, but it's 5 miles.
It's like maybe,
it's a 5 mile long lightning storm.
Holy shit!
That's insane.
There you go.
That's a mad.
We'll be
dash.
fair. Let's do a 5K. A 5K is about 3 miles. We'll be fair.
Let's do if the people were let's do a good.
Okay, you have to run through a minefield for 3 miles.
A good 300 meter. Where they might not die. They can make it
it's a 3 mile. It's a 3 mile dash. You have to
dash.
Fucking Captain America shit, bro.
It's a 3 mile dash. You gotta hold a metal rod really high up during a lightning storm. It's an active war zone.
No. I think it being strapped to your back.
Yeah. Okay, it'll be strapped
to your thing and it's strapped to your back, and you cannot get this apparatus off.
All right, fair.
So once you're in that, they'll be like, "Hey, are you serious about this?" They're like, yeah. I'm saying, no. Look, I'm just.
Yeah, stop talking.
There's not 100% mortality rate.
Yeah, stop
but
talking.
But it's 86.
Stop talking. Let's get going.
Yeah.
He starts dashing.
He's also covered in oil.
So
you're slipping and sliding.
It's doing the thing in Zelda where you have this sort of.
When the lightning's about to strike you?
And it's that. And he's just running. And it's like, oh man, he's, uh-oh.
And naked.
The idea of him getting
just
hit by
completely humiliated.
Would you burst into fire if you're fucking? The idea of getting struck by lightning and then setting on fire is insane.
Hopefully that would happen with them covered in oil.
Yeah, like if you're covered in oil, would you like combust from lightning?
I hope so.
Very likely, yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I sure hope so.
Lightning's damn near fire.
Damn near.
I sure hope so. Let's hope for that scenario.
Let's test it out.
Struck by lightning is so wild. Just for one moment, you understand everything. You're like, your brain opens up to its full neural pathways. You're like, oh my god, I can see it all.
Well, what if you peek,
And then
there's a wormhole and you see like the other cultures on the other side of the universe?
You're like
that.
Ew, there's still gay people. And then,
It's these two dudes making these two alien dudes. You know they're alien males making out. Oh man!
Imagine being so bigoted that
you gain
that you
omniscience.
understand. You see aliens, and you're angry at them for being gay. That is so fucking amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh my god! The
And
Bible doesn't say anything about
gay aliens. Dude.
about aliens, but like they're there.
Yeah.
But you're still like, oh
Well,
man,
Jesus is an alien, probably.
Well, Jesus is probably just, I don't know.
Well,
an alien.
God isn't an alien. Is God an alien?
God might be an alien.
Well,
that's a lot of alien shit he was doing.
Well, look, to if you're gonna be rational, the only way that there's some magical happening shit, it would have to be an alien, right? Because technology we don't understand.
Yeah.
What if we went back in time? Let's say hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
We had a camera, right? Like a camera drone that could go back in time and accurately give us a feed of any period in time in the past, right? We go back in time. We send this drone to the time of Jesus, and we go to Jesus' house.
And it's just crazy.
No.
The same thing. It's fucking wild.
Well, it goes to Jesus' house, fucking 303 Negro Arroyo Lane, wherever he fucking lived. And then he opens the door, and it's literally a fucking gray alien. It is a fucking gray alien. It is so clearly like a Roswell, New Mexico ass looking fucking alien with just a wig and a robe with big fucking
alien eyes,
no nose, a small tiny mouth, feeble, small 3 fingers, tall, like 8'9", thin.
I was thinking, like, what if you go back and you go into Jesus' house and you find out that it's literally just like some guy from the future who was just putting on a bunch of shows and like practical effects at the time.
I wasn't leading that way at all. We were talking about aliens.
I thought that would have been funny if it's like the whole thing's a lie and the guy's like, dude, don't tell anybody, and it's like
he knows to ask you. He knows to ask you not to tell anybody.
Oh yeah.
You went back in time to make up Jesus. You piece of shit.
See, now
he points up at the camera. 2024. That would scare me. Actually, that would fucking freak me the fuck out. That would scare the shit out of me.
Kingston Jameson 2024. It's gonna happen to you. They're gonna get you, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Jesus is an alien.
Jesus. I mean Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
King of Haphazard wrote in.
What
up?
Hey, you're here.
He's alive.
What's up, Snare, Kick, and Tom?
Right.
What's the most unhinged, nonsensical take you've heard from somebody you know who should 100% know better? I found that a friend of mine who designs roads for a living with his fucking bachelor's degree is unironically a flat earther. We are no longer friends.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's just too weird for you.
It's just too much.
Mind.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's probably predicated on, because I can imagine that there's probably people who believe really stupid stuff, but they're at least interesting or cool enough outside of that you're like, all right, whatever.
You never bring it up. It never gets.
But this seems like somebody who just didn't have any other redeeming quality. It's kind of like when somebody gets fired for something that they shouldn't be fired for, but it's clearly because they've just been a problem.
They've been fucking up for a while.
Yeah, it's like this is the excuse we're gonna use. This really isn't the biggest deal, but like, get out of here. That's what this sounds like.
This
to me.
one is me. I think that we need less gun control. In fact,
I think so too. I think we need. I think every Trump rally should be armed to the teeth.
Probably solve a lot of problems. At least, like I think, like a lot of the most problematic people would be shot up. I think it would solve some issues. Cull the herd, so to speak.
I think we need more.
I wonder how. You know what I would be
less
curious.
Women's rights. I don't know.
You know what I'd be actually genuinely curious about. I want to know how police officers feel in places where there is open carry.
Probably scared.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like how they feel. I normally don't give a shit how police feel, but like that would be interesting to know. Like, what's the vibe there? Because they're already on edge everywhere. You know what I mean?
The thing is that cops.
Sorry,
it's gross.
I'm curious. That actually is a curious thing because I think there might even be some sort of like, it might even be reversed for some reason.
They might feel more calm.
They might feel safer because they see your piece.
Yeah, or
versus
maybe,
I don't know if I'm gonna pull some fuck over and they're just gonna a gun out of nowhere. Where like fucking in the other places that open carry, the guy that has the gun, his barrel is so long it's already sticking out the window. You know, like he can't even
pulls
fucking
you over. He gets here.
So it's already there. Sir, do you know? Yeah, like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Like, he has to move the fucking barrel over to talk to the guy.
I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know. Boom.
Sir,
sorry.
pull over. He's got the gun. The cop's got the gun outside of the window as he's driving, as he's chasing, and it's up. It's already next to the guy's head. How long would that barrel have to be? About like 40 feet.
And he's just holding it like nothing.
Like nothing. No weight.
Yeah, he's just maneuvering it like it's a straw.
He moves it. He moves it like Geralt moves his sword with like no resistance.
Like that, it just keeps grazing, like just almost getting there. You're like,
it goes up behind the guy pushes his glasses off. Blinds him. I can't say.
Swerves, flipping, and then the cop, as he's flipping, the cop shooting at he's trying to hit the fucking gas tank. Oh man,
he's trying to shoot it so the bullets will push it up a little bit so it might land better.
It might land better.
You were going 5 miles over the speed limit. Yeah. Gives the flaming car a ticket.
Hope it was worth it.
See, it's fucking
spits on it. Spits on it 18 times.
Scum.
Because like fucking on fire, the skull is on fire, and he rolls up the ticket and puts it in the socket. Like
he's already a skeleton.
That's such hot fire.
Imagine dying so hard you're a skeleton in the moment.
You're still making noise, and you're a skeleton.
That is fucking
crazy. And then,
fucking crazy. Your skeleton is twitching.
Oh man, what a horrible way to die.
Okay, so generally, all jokes aside, who is the dumbest thing I heard from somebody I thought should know better?
I don't know. I'm sure there's probably honestly, Joe Rogan's probably like the guy. Well, I guess so. I guess
because that's like a cordial thing.
Easy. Yeah, Jogan's too easy for that.
Yeah, that is a thing where it's funny because I just saw actually I went on my Facebook and looked at the memories. So it's the only reason I go on there, and it was one of those things that where I showed like, oh shit, Joe DM'd me for the podcast, and it just reminded me of that. I'm like, oh, what a weird. Because that was in 2018, and I'm like, wow, it is crazy how different I think of this person now. Where before I was like, oh, cool, man. Like I've admired Joe since 2012. I'd love to talk to him. Now I'm like, oh, there's no way he'd invite me on because it would literally just be
adversarial.
Yeah, completely adversarial.
Yeah, I think. Like I remember he tweeted out a video I did a long time ago about like the Ghostbusters thing.
And
I was like, oh, cool. This is wild. This is happening. That's exciting.
Yeah,
now I wouldn't care at all.
And not even a little bit. I still feel weird about like he found me through Jordan Peterson, and I find it so weird. I still don't know how the fuck Jordan Peterson found me before a lot of those other people, because he was blowing up doing his thing or whatever.
Yeah,
and then his wife messaged me, who some people
this
think,
little black
some people
boy
think she
has something to say. That's just fucking Marvin the Martian.
It's crazy though. It's just weird. Even Jordan Peterson's another person where I'm like, before I knew the extent of anything that he was about, he was so passionate about Bill C-16, I had no reason to believe that he was lying or he ill-informed.
Right.
He was so passionate about it that I'm like, oh, I can't believe anybody would be this ill-informed when they're this passionate.
That's a lesson that you learn at some point, right? Like, because I don't remember where I learned that lesson, but like I learned it at some point where it's just like, oh yeah, because you'd think if you're passionate about something, you're right.
Yeah, and you must know what the fuck you're talking about at the very least.
Assume.
Yeah,
you're at least informed about the actual. Then you learn that, like,
because anytime that I've ever felt that passionate about something, it was genuinely coming from a place of like, understanding.
Uh-huh.
And like if I was ever if I was ever like wrong, I'd be like, oh well, all right, I'm wrong then. I don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
And so like the idea that people just ignore reality and just was like, yeah, I'm still passionate and I'm doing this, like the speeches that he gives or like just even the indignation in his voice when he talks, is wild.
It's
for sure. It's strange.
It's I am fucking Dave Rube. All those people, I thought they were just reasonable back then.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like now.
Well, that's how they build themselves specifically. I remember like it was just like, I'm liberal. I just like think it's a little, this stuff's a little silly. It's like, that's exactly where I'm coming from.
I just can't believe how fucking.
He was just pretending, I guess.
I miss being naive. Like I
miss
thinking that people weren't so like had that charlatan. Like, of course, there's snake oil salesmen everywhere. Why did I not think that? Why wasn't my guard up at all?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because what you guys were involved in is that this is the betterment of human lives. Why would the people be lying about this? Why would people be drifting about these things?
It's just my thought was like, I authentically feel these things.
Yes.
So why would somebody else not? You know what I mean? Or like why? Like it didn't occur to me. Like even just the idea of grifting, like pretending to believe stuff.
Yeah.
Like that didn't really make sense to me for a really long time. Because for me, I think about it from my perspective, and I'm like, why the fuck would I want to live a life where I have to constantly go to bat for shit that I don't agree with?
Yeah, I guess.
And put myself in that. Like, it seemed like such an undesirable situation that I really couldn't believe that anybody would actually do it.
Yeah. I think more
and it took a lot for me to be like, oh, I guess people like, and even on some level, I think they drink their own Kool-Aid at a certain point. I think
at a certain point
you
start kind of giving into it. But I will say though that because I firmly knew that grifting was a thing, say in religious settings, but for some reason, I think like there was that level. I just didn't think there was that much money to gain in those spaces. Like when I'm talking about like a Dave Rubin or whatever, I didn't really consider it. So
me too, yeah.
When I'm thinking about like evangelical, like the evangelicals or
evangelicals,
they're making so much money, it's insane. Like they got jets and shit. So I just didn't think about. But now that I do see the potential of money, I'm like, oh, that this makes a lot of sense. I didn't know how many people were just willing to just throw fucking money at you to lie it that way.
It's pretty wild.
It is. It's shocking. It's shocking to be like, oh, like we just mentioned, Tim fucking buying a skate park for like almost $1 million and it's nothing. Like imagine being able to just do that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, lying kind of rules.
Anyway, let's move on. We got some other questions here. JV Nuss the God wrote in, says, Bienvenido, Power Bottoms. Not a question. Just wanted to share this nugget that I remembered after the Comedy Shorts Reaper bit in one of the last episodes. Old YouTube was fucking crazy. I remember a big British gaming YouTuber called Pro Syndicate. I remember this name.
I remember the name too. What did he do?
I don't remember. He did something.
I know. I think he was.
What happened?
He like sold a scam or something. Because I feel like Pro Syndicate. I remember him doing an apology video with his dog and sighing. And I remember this being
with the dog.
I forgot what
he started with a dog and he was like, like that's how like a lot of apology videos start. But like it was like a gambling site or something. I don't know. If you look up Pro Syndicate scandal, it'll probably be there. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I remember something about it. I can't remember exactly what it was though.
I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. If my memory is serving me correctly, which it rarely does. This is inaccurate. Anyway, Pro Syndicate, who used to play COD Zombies and make a conga line of zombies.
Oh, he was doing the CSGO skin thing.
Yeah. Oh, the CSGO Lotto.
That thing.
That's what it was. Yeah. Or at least I'm pretty sure. It was something like that. I think him
and like he owned a stake in it or something. He owned part of it or something.
It was
and
him
he was pretending that like, whoa. I think it was that shit. Yeah,
exactly. But so he said, Pro Syndicate, who used to play COD Zombies and make a conga line of the zombies by running around the map, and he would call this strategy the rape train and just yell rape train loud as fuck all the time. Fast forward a few years into this, his huge kind of YouTube career, I see Syndicate upload a tearful video eulogizing a fellow gaming YouTuber he used to play with named Yote Slayer, who used to do this rape train bit with him too. Yote Slayer and his friends, according to my hazy memory, apparently got inebriated, drove around got stuck on some tracks and turned into mist by a train.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Syndicate spends a solid portion of this video philosophically pondering how he used to always rape trains. What? Rape train zombies with his boys who got rape trained by God. That's wild.
Full circle,
Just
man.
choo-choo, man.
I actually somehow didn't even put these things together. I'm reading this story.
Yeah.
And there's clearly the train through line. And I somehow ignored it.
It missed it because it was also kind of shocking, so I didn't put
It's all shocking, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, there's stuff like that. But, like, there's a difference between the word rape, I guess. The word rape used to be pretty, like, there's, I don't know what it was, but it just, like, had no weight to it at all.
What, rape?
Yeah. Like, when I remember hearing that in, like, COD lobbies or, like, competitive, like, if you got completely destroyed, it would be like you got raped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody would say it. Like, it was not like nobody was shy about it.
Yeah.
You know?
My stance on that still is I will not use that sort of language if I know there's like a rape survivor around.
Yeah,
obviously.
Context is
like,
king.
and that's that is the common sense thing, right? So I think that's really all that matters to me when it comes to like language.
Right, yeah. I think it's also different than like making an animation for your intro where you chloroform.
Oh, where it's actually like, just real implied sexual assault.
Yeah,
like implied that it's not like you got raped in Call of Duty. You are chloroforming a chick and dragging her to do something nefarious to her. Like, yeah.
That's what he's probably thinking, saying, I'm going to do something nefarious right now.
Yeah, that's it. I got to do something nefarious to us right here. I'm going to rape her behind the boogity beppo.
The boogity beppo.
All
right.
What are you doing that boogity beppo?
That's a wild story. Feet Farsons, CEO of Bungie, wrote in. He says, with the 360 Marketplace closing, that's right, the 360 Marketplace is officially gone.
Yeah.
I've started hoarding physical media, just games I don't want to live without. Nothing obscure. Wanted to know if you guys had any recommendations for the PS3 360 era of games. There's some that I specifically remember as being strange. Ninja Blade was awesome. I think Ninja Blade was a From Software game, actually, if I'm remembering correctly.
PS3 360 game?
Ninja Blade.
The era of games?
Yeah.
I think everybody should experience, because of most people did not experience the 6-axis because it was annoying as fuck to experience. Dude. But I still think people need to experience it. So I think everybody should get Heavenly Sword.
Oh my god!
One of the first games that came out for PS3. And like, there's like these cannon levels.
Are you drop?
You gotta like control the cannons and the actual cannonball, and you gotta use the fucking controller. It's so stupid, but you have to experience it.
You know what I remember? I remember Lair. Do you remember Lair?
Yes, I do.
I remember hearing about it. What was it again?
Lair was a dragon game. You played as dragons. And you had the 6-axis. You had to like fly with the 6-axis. I think Warhawks was similar.
Another game you should. I think this is a Square Enix game. This isn't a 6-axis one, but I'm just saying another game you should. Oh wait, this might be PS. Fuck, my memories jump. Drakengard. Now I'm kind of confused.
Drakengard, I think I'm
pretty sure
the generation before. Maybe
it might be. I just because I started thinking about obscure games that I'm like I want to pick up myself. And that might be PS2.
Oh, well, there's Drakengard 3 is on PS3.
For PS3. Okay.
The first one's on PS2.
Okay, yeah. That's a game. I mean, it's there's some obscure games that I'm like, I want to swipe these things up. And I feel like they're probably not a lot. They're probably not a lot. They don't cost a lot.
Yeah, Ninja Blade is dope.
Ninja Blade. Never played that one.
It's literally just, it's like Ninja Gaiden. It's not as hard, but like, just over the top, not like riding a motorcycle on the back of a giant spider, and just like all like it's like Fast and Furious level, like nonsensical ancient Japanese set pieces.
Yeah.
It's a bombastic action game. It's fun. It's cool. I remember playing the demo over and over again because I just could not afford it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, there's a lot from that generation in general that like I think would be like I've been trying to. I want to play what is that game? Overlord, yeah. I think it's like this weird kind of like Pikmin type thing, but it was like edgy. I don't know how to describe it. It was weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot though. Kingston, what are you doing?
You're breathing extremely
heavy.
Doing,
Kingston?
I am?
Yeah. You good, bro?
You all
I'm
right?
fine.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just looking at something.
You looking at porn?
No, not right now. I'm sending a message.
Yeah, I feel like
It's a family message. My bad. Sorry.
There you
My
go.
apologies.
You're fired.
it's okay. Fuck out of here.
It's all right, dude. Chill. It's fine, man. Get the fuck out, though.
Yeah. Leave your mic.
Leave your mic is crazy.
Leave your mic and your card. Get out of here.
Yeah, leave whatever you came with.
Yeah, I don't know. I missed a lot on the
Even
the
your clothes.
I missed a lot on the PS3.
I think a game everybody should play is Resistance for sure.
Resistance was cool. I want to play the original. I never actually finished the original Infamous.
You finished 2?
No shot. I finished Second Son.
So different from the other games.
I know. I liked it though. It was cool. It was like chill.
I like Infamous 1 a lot. 2 was very fun as well. 3 was Fun Powers.
You know what I just bought?
The powers were cool.
Yeah.
I just bought
Neon and
Prototype 2.
Oh my god, really? I
I
never played Prototype
skipped
2.
it. I skipped
I have
it.
it on my Steam Deck.
I never played it because I thought I was so annoyed that the protagonist was black this time.
I love that.
Dude, that was the thing. People were talking about that shit online. I was like, this is
not in the same way.
ridiculous.
Brother, if it was just like 2 years later, it would have been like a huge
wild.
thing.
I remember. I do remember that.
I remember my friend being like, cool, the character's black. My wife and me like, I like Prototype when the character's black now. That's pretty cool. It makes sense. It takes place in New York. 2 years later, I would have been like, it's a game in New York. Why are there black people?
That same guy.
The same
that same
guy,
guy
the
would have
same
had
guy.
that. So it was like 2 years.
Steph would have not been like that. That would have been crazy, though. He said that to me while I'm at his house hanging out with him.
I remember being annoyed at Prototype 2 though, because like I remember like finishing the first game and being like, I really liked. I loved Prototype.
His name is Alex Mercer, right?
Alex Mercer,
Yeah.
It was the most edgy fucking
Of course,
character
Alex
in the world.
Mercer.
But it worked. It worked for like what the game was. That game was the closest we ever got to like a Carnage like video game.
That game is
and I
so
loved it for
silly. That game is
So fucking fun, dude.
absolutely silly.
So fun.
Yeah,
So fun.
It's so fun, dude. Like gliding across the sky and then like
Power bombing.
making blades with your hands and fucking cutting people up. I remember like you could grab someone, run, and then surf on them until they were gone.
That
until
was
they were paced. That was one.
No, it's 2. You
Eat
couldn't
so many motherfuckers.
In 1, you could just grab somebody and run with them until they die. That's what I would do. I'd grab somebody and run up and build it with them, and they would die eventually.
I'm astounded that like I was not flagged as like a risk. Because
The stuff that you did
the
in the
stuff
game?
that I would do in that game, like I would like grab someone, I would run to the top of the Empire State Building, throw them, and try to follow them to see where they landed. You know, and just like also you could do that in some of the Spider-Man games too, like
yeah,
Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 and
That's
Xbox.
where I
you
feel
could pick up a thief
that
and
right
throw
there.
him.
That right there. That's the one where the game where you're not supposed to do that. And of course, so when I Web of Shadows, when I so I think that came in like 08 or some shit.
Yeah,
That's another game.
I love that game.
If you can own Web of Shadows, it'd be fun.
Used to be on Steam.
Motherfucker, grab that shit, grab a car,
Had that code too.
look up all the way, and then throw it straight in the air.
Because Web of Shadows had that football throw, right?
You
Like
can
he would
just-
like throw
you can
like
just toss shit,
direct.
dude.
X-Men Origins Wolverine is another game that you should absolutely
that is a
play.
game that
game's
I'm-
genuinely really fucking good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Also-
buy it again for sure because
Also was
I
on
thought about it
Steam.
too.
Gone now.
I think it's on Steam still.
I don't think it's on Steam
which
anymore.
one? What game?
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No, it's
Really?
not.
No, because I would have bought it.
The Steam code exists. If you have the key, you can get it.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
like, it's like most all those games came out on PC as well. Their Steam was around, but they're not available. You can go on it. If you can go on it, like if you look them up on Steam, you can go to the page where they
Yeah.
were.
Right,
But you can't purchase.
No, I
them.
know what you're
It's
saying.
a lot of those games, especially
had
a lot
so
of
much
games
of
that
that
have
shit,
that,
dude.
that
Dude, I found
Windows
that-
Live shit. Like a lot
games
of
for Windows Live.
Yeah, the things that are connected to that, they like just don't fucking work.
Dude, I didn't even realize it, but like fucking, or maybe I did know this and I just forgot it, or I memory hold it. But Sunset Overdrive's on PC now.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
been on PC for years. I had no fucking idea. I was
I
like,
didn't
oh,
know
okay,
either.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
But-
wild how many games are
but-
like just in Steam's the catalog. The code is there. Obviously, it's probably copyright laws. That's like some sort of contract ended. Company
There's
closed
licensing.
down.
There's,
That's licensing.
It's
That's what I
usually
meant.
licensing. Like, there's a lot of games that like, I remember that was an issue with Grand Theft Auto 4 for a while. Like, there was a
licensing
point
now?
where like certain licenses expired for like certain songs, so like you couldn't. There was something weird going on with that. But I imagine X-Men Origins is like a license, and then it expires,
so
and the
many
game goes
things,
away,
though.
which is crazy because that game's great.
I've been
It's one
wanting
of the
to
best
play.
ones.
I've been wanting to play it for a while, but I haven't been fucking with my consoles.
All of those old
It's just
X-Men
like-
games, like X2, that game was mad fucking fun too.
I
it
think
was hard
I never
as
played
shit though. You never played X2?
I never played
Where you just play as Wolverine only, pretty much.
the fuck. You're talking about like the movie games, or what?
Yeah.
What is it? I never played any of those.
That game was good as fuck too.
I gotta get a 360.
I need to get another
I think
one.
I should just
I felt
I think I have one at
stupid
home,
because
though.
I
I
think
should just
I
play
think
I mean, we have Steam Decks. Just hack your Steam Deck.
They were-
That's
no,
a better.
I want to play authentic.
But it's a better way to play it.
I don't want to hack my Steam. If I
you
hack
can
my
up-
Steam
you
Deck,
can
how
up-res
fucked
it.
does it get?
It doesn't get fucked at all. Mine is hacked and mine works perfectly fine.
Oh, guess what?
You got
I'm
yours?
too lazy
Well,
to do
no,
it.
it's on its way now because we worked some shit out. I figured out. So I recently opened up the PO box and I was like, this is a perfect time to test it. Like, make sure everything goes smooth. Because then I was gonna be like, oh, now maybe we can tell people to send us some dumb shit because I have one, you know. But I closed it because the example of it was a disaster. So this lady that helped me set it up, long story short, for some reason she did not write my name on the box, on the actual PO box. The guy that was helping me was like, I don't know what the fuck she tried to write. Like it sounded like it was like some Native American shit, like pow pow or something. Something. The way that the guy was trying to explain to me is like, I don't know what this is and what she wrote, but it wasn't your name. And so he theorized that when I filled out the thing, you can, you put your name on it and you also put your sign it. And he was like, maybe she tried to like read your signature and she couldn't understand your signature instead of reading like the fucking printed name.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know. He literally is like, I don't know what the hell happened, but it didn't get here because it said my PO box was vacant. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I gave you guys good money. And so since they fucked that up, I was like, give me my money back.
Yeah.
And luckily the guy was like, technically we're only supposed to give you half, but he just gave me 2 money orders. He just gave me a full refund.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like,
haven't seen a money order in God knows how long.
you telling me? I was like, why the hell can't you just reverse it back onto my card? He's like, money order.
It's probably a whole fucking
You're gonna go to
dumb
a bank and cash that,
bureaucratic
right?
system.
I can actually cash it there. Yeah.
Okay.
So then why did he?
Everything is so stupid.
No. He told me come back in a couple of days and you can cash it like on a business day.
How did you do your Steam? Like, what did you do to your Steam? Because I have like a couple things on it.
I have
Chiaki, which is pretty good.
I think I have that
That's
one.
that's
too.
to stream the PS5.
Yeah, I have that one. I got the one. I just got the emulation system.
That's how I beat the order. Was on my Steam Deck.
Oh, really?
I got the emulation
They
thing
just
that
streamed
allows
it from
me.
the console.
Yeah, you can stream from consoles too, because that's the fucking thing that Steam Decks can do.
Yeah.
You can stream things from consoles directly.
Wait, so you just
I'll show it to you after, like in between when we end this and when we start.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you turn your PS5 on and then you can stream it through your PS5.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I have the thing where it's pretty much gives me like a ROM emulation from all consoles, and I have like Shadow the Hedgehog on there.
Of course,
I have fucking I have Shadow. I have
It
Sonic
has 360
Adventures.
stuff on it.
Yeah,
How'd you do it? Did you like follow?
I did it proper.
So
I did
you
it
can play
properly, yeah.
Origins Wolverine on there.
Yeah, again, I got to download that.
Oh, you've intrigued me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll
It's
look into
worth
it.
doing it. I mean, like honestly,
And-
obviously, it's not dangerous to do it at all. Obviously, follow directions verbatim.
Yeah.
Obviously, like don't like.
Okay.
don't, like, half do it wrong.
How
Like,
long
do-
is it gonna take?
I kind of wing it.
Maybe like it's insane.
How long is it gonna take?
Maybe like an hour, maybe 2.
See, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm lazy.
I'd rather
That's my
just-
problem.
So easy.
See,
I'd rather just have a machine.
or you can take it anywhere and play it. I think that's such a useful
Why
thing
would
about it.
see? I don't understand you people.
What do you mean?
When do you
people?
do that?
The people who
When
play
I'm on rides,
outside.
when I'm on like rides, when I'm going
Psycho.
somewhere, like when Lily's driving, I just play a little bit of something. When I'm going somewhere, one of my long trips, I'm just playing. So whenever I'm gonna
how
fly
often
somewhere,
is that?
I go places pretty often.
Do you? Like, well, give me an example.
Like say I'm like on a flight, I'll use it. I haven't flown recently. but like when I'm going on like a long ride,
a plane is obvious.
Yeah, I'm playing.
But
Yeah, of
like
course.
the thing to me is like I don't understand. Like the Steam Deck is not. I don't care what people say. The Steam Deck is not for outside. Like you're not taking your Steam Deck to like the doctor's office or like on the bus or
if you want to play,
like
if
this
you want
is
to play
for
your
like
game,
I don't want to sit at my desk. I don't want to like sit on my couch. I'm gonna be in bed or whatever.
The bed sounds
or on like a plane or something.
Yeah, that's a good reason. You bring your bed. Outside, the only thing I want from the Steam Deck is better battery life. That's the only thing I think the console needs. Better battery life and make it less bulky.
But see, this is what confuses me. Is that like I have never had battery life issues for the Steam Deck ever.
It's definitely down on me twice.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I play here.
Well, yeah, but that's
like, I don't know why people are playing
limiting
it.
your uses of it. You can use it other places as well.
But there's nowhere that I can't use it that I would want to use it.
I think I disagree. Where I disagree, I'd use it. Like if I'm just
like in a park. Like what am I?
Like if I'm just
yeah.
getting a coffee by myself or something, like I'm getting breakfast by myself. I'm like, I'll use my Steam Deck a little bit. You
would play your Steam Deck while you're getting coffee?
Sip of coffee, try my Steam Deck out. My time and my just need to be away from Lily.
But what could you possibly do in that time in anything?
That's kind of how I feel.
Maybe like an hour away.
That's how I feel.
Like an hour. I'm like, I'm just gonna go do something. My
like my
working.
phone. Like I feel like as an adult, like I was like, okay, I got to check my email. I got to do a few. There's like things that I do.
There's so much to do.
There's things that I do, and like I don't have time to. Even like there are a lot of times where I feel like, oh, I'll break out Raid Shadow Legends while I'm waiting for a thing. And a lot of times I'll do something and then they call me. I'm like, I feel like the games that are available on Steam Deck are so usually thorough that I'm like, what am I going to really accomplish? Am I going to do a mission? Maybe?
That's just the small uses of it.
Yeah,
like, I just feel like
and it's also just too big. Like there was a thing. There was a case to be made about the Game Boy and like the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP for like bringing it to school and stuff. Of course. Because like they're incredibly portable.
You can't hide a Steam Deck. You can't take the whole.
You can't hide a Steam Deck. It's not really
big.
worth it. Like I guess like if you're a kid and you're going to school or whatever, and it's like the new Game Boy or whatever, it's like I get that.
Dude, if I was in school, a Steam Deck actually would have got stolen. Oh God, somebody would have stole the fuck out of this. Some kid that fucking don't got a dad, no daddy having ass kid would have been like, I'm gonna take this.
I feel like it was a lot easier to steal Game Boys. Is the thing.
It was a lot easier to
stealthily
stealthily steal them.
Yeah. And like I would steal a Game Boy. I wouldn't try to steal a Steam Deck. I'm not getting away with that.
I don't have it in my.
That's like half my size.
You know how many times that's happened in school for me? Where like kids like, I didn't take the Game Boy, and a kid like goes, opens his bag, it's in the bag. I don't know how it got there.
I don't know how it got.
And the kid just gets clapped
like this.
I don't know how it got there. It's crazy.
That is such a stupid.
I think definitely there's a few times that other people planted it too.
No one's taking a Game Boy from somebody and being like, I don't want this.
No. They just want
that
chaos.
wants carnage. Yeah,
they just want chaos.
Nobody wants chaos that badly. No child wants chaos that badly because children can't appreciate anything that exists outside of themselves.
I disagree.
You would be wrong.
I think a kid can appreciate just genuine disarray.
I don't think they can.
Look, I have to say,
when I was little, I could do it.
I think you're misremembering.
I agree because there's been a lot of prank. Like you would write something on the board. Dude, I almost got blamed for somebody drew swastikas on. I forgot who it was.
I don't even know what they were yet.
I swear to God, I actually did it. So I didn't. I've seen them. I was young enough to not really appreciate what the fuck swastikas truly were.
Appreciate the
just
art.
the significance of them. So like she was like, "Did you do this, Derek?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what those are. Not really." So it wasn't like say all I know is that they're a symbol of Nazis, but I don't know what that is.
I thought Hitler and MLK were like sort of homogenous.
Like 2 peas in a pod.
I thought they were like similar kinds of people. Like they really want change.
I thought Hitler was synonymous with Martin Luther King Jr.
For a little bit when I was little, I just heard because those were like names that people brought up and it would evoke serious emotion.
I thought the Emancipation Proclamation was a fucking hip hop song. I thought it was an exhibit joint.
X gon' give it to you.
I miss exhibit. Dude, West Coast Customs is right there. No one told me.
You didn't know that?
No. How the fuck why would I know that?
You're a West Coasterer.
Yeah, and I'm like, I had no idea, and I was like, oh man,
yeah, this is the place.
The exhibit just hangs out there. He's just sitting on the steps. It's like hot as shit. It's like 98 degrees. He's like, damn.
He's not even sweating. He's actually fine. He's fine.
He's wearing a big sweater.
He's just sitting out there.
How's it going?
What's going on?
He's fried.
He's not. He's fine. Like he's in like a very
right. Yeah, I forgot
fine
the
state.
no end rule. Yeah, let's.
I just said he's fine.
Yeah.
There was no and.
The no and I know. He's
So
no and and he does both.
It's crazy.
No.
Michael Basketball Jordan. He's fried. No. Michael Basketball Jordan. Michael Basketball Jordan Basketball Peterson.
So his name is Michael Jordan Basketball Peterson.
Michael Basketball Jordan Basketball Peterson.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Basketball Jordan
What's so difficult to understand?
Peterson. That is fantastic.
That is really good. Last one. Just a correction. He says, this is a correction of Chris's salad stance. Choosing to eat dry salad is actually less healthy because salads are high in fat-soluble vitamins. When you eat fat-soluble vitamins without any fat source, you don't absorb as much of it. The dressing acts as a source of fat, leading to higher absorption rate. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if that's real.
I don't know
if that's true.
I can't trust anything
I feel like
anybody says anymore.
I've heard something similar to that.
I've heard a lot of things, but most of it is not real.
That sounds like a very convenient thing for people who want to justify drinking salad dressing.
Sounds like a big salad.
It sounds like big salad.
Or big salad dressing.
It sounds like large salad trying to do something.
It sounds like large lettuce and big salad have
large lettuce and big salad.
Whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Large salad. That's so fucking
love it.
gross.
Yeah. No, I've learned. There's so much stuff that I've like learned throughout the years that is just not true. Like even when the idea of I was like, oh, I'm not feeling too well. Is there anything that can help me feel better, maybe with my liver or something like that? And mostly there's like, no, just stop eating like shit and exercise. Anything like all this other shit where it's like, oh, drink this and like, no, that's just not, because all it's gonna do is just process the good, throw out the bad. It's not going to help you process it any better. That's not how that shit works.
It's like the
everything
shit,
I've ever been told is not real. So like I don't really like. I remember learning it's like, oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America. It's like, oh, just kidding. And it's like, okay. Thanksgiving was this. It's like, oh, actually, it was like crazy. I was like, okay, cool, thanks.
That's particular history, though.
There was
history
like, oh, Hitler's a bad guy. Oh, wait, never mind. He's pretty good. Oh, I didn't know.
I had no idea that he had reasons.
Oh God! What would you have done in that situation, huh? You would have just not tried to bring your country back to greatness.
What would you have done?
Oh, you eat 10 spiders every year because they crawl in your mouth. It's like, oh, actually, no, that's not real. It's
it's not real at all.
Like everything's just not real. The idea of
a spider with your cum is crazy. You shoot your cum at a spider so hard it crushes it.
I actually did that once.
Can you do it that fast? Can you jack off that fast? You see a spider like in the corner. Oh fuck!
It helps actually. It helps that there's a spider.
You're like already dripping when you see the spider.
You're thinking of that spider from fucking what's his name? The hot spider that everybody
from
talks
James
about.
and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, that fucking.
Yeah, man,
Mommy
the French
spider.
One? The French spider.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That anthropomorphic shit is where I draw my line, man. That is where my line has been drawn.
You can't say that as a Digimon fucker.
That is very true.
I only fuck Angelmon while she's Angelmon.
That's anthropomorphizing, man.
How is anthropomorphic? Is it anthropomorphic?
Yes.
How?
Angels are animals.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
That one is an animal.
That one was. That one was an animal. It was a cat.
So with this. So look at. So here's the thing. Because of this, you should have no problems, zero problems having sex with a trans woman.
Who said I did?
I think there's enough evidence in this podcast.
With my simultaneous homosexuality.
No, but that's real.
So why would I not fuck a woman with the rod? Why would I not do that?
Because
literally the best of both worlds.
I see the content you watch, sir. Matt Walsh, fucking Jack Spasibic, Charlie Kirk. I've seen your fucking history.
What's the name of that guy that he's a Jewish fella. He goes to colleges and he tries to like fucking
Albert Einstein.
And he tries to argue with like college students. He's like, hey, he has like a really dumb fucking face. I forgot his name.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crowder?
No, it's not Crowder. He looks sort of like Crowder, but he's like he was like running for president or something like that. And he's a dude that goes to colleges and argues with like young students about like, rather conservative talking points.
I thought it was only Crowder.
It's not only Crowder. It's another dude.
So some other fuck does it. I don't know.
But that's on my feed all the time, and I'm like, why are they sending me this? I'm not this kind of person.
You are that kind of person.
I'm not. I'm not a manosphere like.
You must be.
I'm really not.
You only get fresh and fit Jordan Peterson.
I think they're trying to sway me, but I keep like not interested.
I literally get none of that content.
I get that shit.
I actually genuinely like. I get a lot of political stuff on Twitter.
It's for me. I think it's because of the fact that what happened is that I like ridiculous bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think they acknowledge they were like, oh, edgy and fucking chaos means you like this. You're like you like this, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I say wild shit.
There's probably a big crossover between the people who watch like ambulances crushing children.
Never ambulance. It's like ambulances bursting into flames and then landing on a family.
All right, well,
boom.
I'm gonna read the names now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you guys for. What are we gonna call this? What was this episode even?
Rip Susan, and then with the crying, laughing, crying emojis.
What's the more relevant thing? Borderlands or the Raygun Olympics? Like, what do we?
Gotta make an abomination of a thing. Just cram every fucking SEO. Yeah. Susan with Borderlands, Raygun.
Reagan, fucking Mafia.
Mafia.
Oh yeah, the Mafia.
Slippery. Wait, what
Mafia
is
trilogy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Mafia.
Definitive Edition.
What's the guy's name?
I've been curious about those Mafia games.
I kind of want to play them.
I kind of want to because
I keep hearing good things about them.
I keep hearing. I remember playing.
It's Italians, can't play it. Speaking of
Godfather
Italians.
for PS2 was fucking awesome.
I played Godfather for the 360.
Oh, for 360. Was it 360 or was it PS2?
Well, it might have been both. That was around.
Godfather 2 was
360.
360, and then
or
3.
Or PS3.
The first Godfather game was
on.
No, the first one. Yeah, the first one. Wait,
the first
what?
one was on the. Because I'm pretty sure I played on PS2.
So
they maybe ported it over?
That was around the time where they were like, Spider-Man 3, I think, was on both. And they were like different games. I think they were.
You're probably right.
Because I remember that was one of the
entirely different games.
I remember.
I know what you mean.
I remember because that was one of the first games that I got from GameFly.
Oh, GameFly.
When I had GameFly, because I was like, I figured out a way to bypass. Like, I set it up in such a way that like I allowed myself to get M-rated games because my parents didn't really understand what was going on. I was like, yes, I can figure this out.
Nice.
And so I could just get M-rated games without them really noticing.
Yeah.
I only had it for like a couple months. GameFly. It was cool though.
GameFly was cool.
Yeah, it was dope. But I remember getting Godfather for 360 because I was like, yeah, it's M-rated, sick. And I played it and I was like, I don't like this.
I really don't like
that game.
I think the 360 one might have been worse.
Like
because that was kind of the case with Spider-Man 3. I remember playing Spider-Man 3 on the 360 and being like,
I thought it was so much better on this, but it's a completely different game from the PS2 one.
It's a way different game.
I played the PS2 one, I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Godfather, Xbox 360.
I don't like the Godfather movies.
I love that. My favorite thing was extorting people.
I like it. I like the idea of extorting people.
Stores, you grab them, you start beating the fuck out of them, and then they're like, "I'll pay," and you keep beating them.
It should also, nigga, pay up.
It should also be noted that like that was around the time like my patience was very low. Like I feel like that game's probably better than I remember it. It just wasn't my kind of game at that point because I didn't like Grand Theft Auto either.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah,
Grand Theft Auto always got very boring to me very fast.
Yeah,
that's go on my little psychopathic rant. I'd be like, ha ha, I'd fucking blow people's heads off.
That's the problem. I would never finish.
I never did the story. Like the first one that I really finished was 4. Like recently, like when we were playing it over Christmas.
Oh, really? That's the first. Oh, I finished.
That's the first time I ever finished Grand Theft Auto 4.
I finished Vice City.
San Andreas was my favorite first one that I finished. The ones before that, I would just fuck around.
Dude, my death toll in Grand Theft Auto 3 was crazy.
You would put on there was in Grand Theft Auto 3 there was a mod that you make their heads actually explode off.
Yeah.
And so after that, all I did was I just kept killing people for fucking hours.
Does this look familiar?
Hell yeah. Yeah, the warehouse. God, it looks like ass.
Isn't it crazy how much better we remember these things?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
God.
That actually, I wonder if there was a PS2 one, though.
I swear there was.
Godfather, and I wonder if it was different. Because Spider-Man was a different game entirely. Godfather, PS2.
Because because I specifically remember having the case.
Oh, yeah, so it's a different game.
Yeah, see that's what I remember.
Yeah,
that PS3 looked like fucking crazy ass.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but it's a different HUD too. Like even just like the way, like the HUD is different.
Yeah.
See, that's a shield in green.
Okay.
And then you go back.
So the warehouse, like when you said it looked familiar, the warehouse looked familiar to me.
Yeah.
It's
probably a similar design.
There's probably exactly.
Xbox 360. Yeah, it's a completely different game. It's kind of crazy.
God, that looks awful.
Yeah, it's a different health system. It's a different.
Oh, it looks a little different. Yeah, that's interesting.
I haven't seen that games in a.
So this is
a 360 one.
Oh, that looks horrible.
And then the PS2.
I remember that looking amazing.
Yeah, the PS2 one though, like it.
And then the Godfather PS2.
It's like more simplistic.
Yeah.
So like
it's
more clear. It's more readable.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at just dragging people, beating the fuck out of them was so fun.
That was such a weird generation too, because it's just like
headbutt.
This is the same game. It's the same. It's Godfather, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox PS3.
Yeah.
Completely different video games.
Damn. I wonder if I can. So this guy's playing it on PC.
Remember the Game Boy Advance version of games?
Probably.
Where they just be side scrollers?
What happened?
You get a Game Boy Advance. Like, oh man, I'm going to get Spider-Man 2 for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's
Christ.
a side scroller.
Dude, Spider-Man 2 for the PSP was awesome because it was, you know, the first movie-based Spider-Man game where you were Tobey Maguire and you were like swinging off the clouds?
Yeah.
It was that, but like in Spider-Man 2. It's like a completely different, like, just like a very, like, unique, like, it only exists on the PSP.
Wait, there was Spider-Man 2 for the PSP?
Mm-hmm. I played the shit out of it. And it was like a Spider-Man 2 version of that first one. Like, it wasn't open world or anything. But it was like, it was so neat because it was just like, what the fuck? It's like peering into an alternate timeline where Spider-Man 2 never was open world or whatever. Like, it kept going in the way the first one was.
So weird.
It's so cool though. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how to hack the Steam Deck or
look it up.
Anything,
It's like a.
Do you have a video that you use that you can send me?
I can send it to you.
Yeah, do that then. Because I do want to. There are games that I want to play.
It's not worth. If they're not available anymore, I don't feel bad. You know, like
that's fair. Yeah.
If I just can't get, because I would buy it if I could.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's why I don't fuck with Nintendo. You're not giving me a fucking subscription for a game. Even though a bunch of the games on there I really want now too, the fucking Super Nintendo subscription thing. I'd love a bunch of them, but like it's not.
It's a dumb thing to pay for.
I'm not paying to have the game for until I don't pay. Like no, eat my balls.
Yeah, no,
that's what I found out recently with PS Plus, where like I had I was gonna play Ape Escape on stream just because I was testing out. By the way, crazy that this works, but I was streaming the PS5 to my PC and streaming that to Twitch, and it worked perfectly fine. No, through the PC, like because I want to stream PS5 stuff, but like I don't want to fucking lug everything.
How do you do that?
What do you mean?
To stream the PS5 to the PC,
just remote play.
Yeah, remote, and there was no.
But you have to have a good internet.
Latency?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I wasn't playing like Destiny or FPS stuff.
So you remote play to your PC, and then
stream the remote play window. Yeah. And it works.
Oh, I might do that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta have really good internet. I didn't think my internet was good enough to do it. I was doing like test stuff, and it not a problem.
Oh, that's so.
But yeah, send me that video actually.
Gotcha.
Like of how to do the Steam Deck because I want to play like if I could play that Spider-Man 2 PSP game again, that'd be wild.
Dude, playing X-Men Wolverine on the Steam Deck is
my
fucking vibe.
Let's read the names now. We're so fucked.
Gene.
Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Broly backshotting Sweeney. I've seen.
Damn.
Why am I seeing so many Broly memes lately?
Yeah, I got sent one of him lasering. Who was it? I don't remember if it was Yamcha or Tien. I can't remember one of them. Probably Tien. Just getting lasered through the chest like his ass. It was just like shooting a giant fucking beam through the chest of one of them. And I'm like, why'd you send this to me?
I saw a video of like Broly like pounding the camera, and it was just like a bunch of like supercuts of other enemies getting pounded. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? And I saw one that made me fucking crack up. It was Squidward cleaning, you know, the graffiti of him that says loser off the
Oh, yeah.
And then Broly's running at
him.
him.
And he turns around and he goes, oh no, Broly. And it's Broly's running, but it cuts off before he finishes. It's so good. I lost it. I should have saved it.
That's a pretty good one. Did you see it on did you see it on Instagram or Twitter?
I think Twitter.
You can
say I'm more on Twitter than I am on Instagram.
Okay.
I have a video I'm going to show you guys.
Broly backshotting Sweeney. Kingston curb stomping a baby with Link's iron boot. I'm probably not gonna switch the camera while I'm doing this. Master has given Dobby a prostate orgasm. Stop lying, Chris. We know you're white. I am. Like, I'm definitely not black.
Never said
Those are the only two things. Scooby Dooby says,
listen.
Oh my god.
This sounds awful.
What?
I did see that somehow.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent it to me. It's
You're such a fucking freak.
You want to play that fucking cat video you sent me?
I would. Derek, block this part out of the podcast.
No, just don't do it then.
We cannot have this part of the
Don't do
podcast. It's,
Beast Mister, do it on the extra ammo.
okay.
Beast
That's gonna
Mister.
be the intro to the extra ammo.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Scooby Dooby says, Rutro Raggy, I raced the reed with Rentanol.
How dare you say after doing that? That's what bothers me. I made a mistake.
I laced the weed with fentanyl. Whoops.
I thought it was Coke.
Mr. Beast killing Beast Mister killing Logan Paul in the Suicide Savannah. Gay Alice in Chains be like into my butt again, same old dick in my rear end. The silver spermer, not Spencer, you deep fried fag. Kansas, carry on my wayward son, pissing shit and farts and cum.
I like that. You're not expecting it.
Because I was immediately sneering because I was like, you missed gayward son.
Right? That was pretty
Why?
good. That was like there was one that was like this. It was the all and then a very end. What was it? Do you
Also,
remember?
I'm gay or something.
It was
right?
something where it was just
Lay
like
your gay homo.
it was something
head
like I think it was like I
to
walked
rest.
this lonely road and it was
on
like
the boulevard of broken dreams,
And then it was
where
like-
the city streets, and I'm the only one, and I'm really gay.
yeah something like that. It was something.
I'm really gay. I'm really.
My asshole.
It's bleeding when your dick's inside me.
Let's go.
Your
Let's go.
asshole. Wait.
it's just describing each other's asshole.
Yeah, my asshole. Yours.
Deep need for
My
the dinosaur chicken
asshole
nuggets. No, Kanye, don't
swallows
say that. The
me.
Jews are not gay. Vaughn of the Dead. Papa Roach, come inside of my penis. Give me your biggest load. Testing for
I
inflation.
want your
Don't give a fuck
load.
about-
I want your load.
Ow.
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 Oh.
Papa Roach, come inside of my penis. Give me your biggest load. Testicular inflation. Don't give a fuck if my balls burst. I'm coming.
He was so close. It was so close.
I'm coming.
It was like
It started. That was like. Oh, we didn't talk about that plane that went down.
oh my god, the plane hit the other plane.
Wait, what?
No. Did you see that
you see the video?
the Brazil plane that like just kind of fell?
Oh
out of
my
the sky?
god.
You guys didn't see the plane hit the other plane and people are like skydiving?
No,
Yeah, but whatever.
that's old, isn't it?
That's old. That's old
That's
as fuck.
like super old.
That's like from the fucking 90s.
It might as well be.
1890s.
It's from the 1890s.
they have modern clothes on. Wow, we've been able to fly for a long time.
See a
Here we
picture,
go.
picture of Nikola Tesla with a fucking Rick and Morty shirt from fucking
That
Box
is
Lunch.
so not okay.
I need someone to Photoshop that. Just
Yeah.
black and white, sepia, like, and then like put
Yeah, like
Yes.
find old photos of like historical figures and just put obscure modern clothes on them.
Yeah.
The idea of Genghis Khan with a fucking Paramore shirt on.
Oh,
Genghis Khan with a pair of Timbs.
Dude, he would have finished. He would have
made it to here.
he absolutely would have gotten everything.
Everything would have been the Timberlands at that point.
They would have named
Meat
them the
spin.
Timberlands.
Meat Spin is my homepage. Round-eyed
That's
Asian. That
Meat
is
Spin
insane.
is your homepage.
That's exhausting.
First
you
of all,
think Meat Spin's
homepage.
still up?
Yeah, for sure.
You look it up.
I'll look it up. Whatever.
It doesn't bother me.
This
It's just a
iPad
spinning penis.
means nothing to me.
Like when I was a kid, maybe I was like, "Oh my god!" But now I'm like, "Okay, it's just a dick spinning."
There it is.
It's still there.
Is it still the same meat spin?
It's still the same.
Still
meat
the
spin.
same.
Same one.
I remember that there was a counter on there. If you stayed on there for a certain amount of time, it would say you were gay. That shit was so fun. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I remember I got caught with Penis Land, Penn Island.
Oh, Penn Island. Yeah.
No, what's that?
That was
What?
so annoying. Like this was something that when we were kids, like people were going around. It's like, yeah, you gotta go to PennIsland.com.
Penis land.
I felt so
I didn't know
stupid.
about
I
that.
felt so stupid too. I was like, I'm
Penn
such an
Island?
idiot.
Oh, it's Penis Land. Damn it.
Is that a real website?
They were like Penn Island.
Like,
no
was,
space.
somebody,
yeah.
somebody must
No,
have made
Penn
it.
Island is just Penn Island now. I looked it up recently.
Oh, it's not
Oh, is it
Penis
actually
Land?
just
It's
Penn
just
Island?
Penn
Not
Island.
penisland.com. Penn and Island Pens.
Wow, that's crazy. It
Yeah,
actually it
okay.
used to be like a troll site. That's
it
so
got
funny.
me so bad because it was like Penn Island, no space, and I was like,
It's weird looking at the internet in some way, like websites, because when I was a kid, it didn't. I wasn't under the assumption that they would go away. You know what I mean? That they were ephemeral. Like they weren't like storefronts where it was just like, oh, the software, etc., is a GameStop now, or like, oh, the Subway is.
I mean, it's
this.
the same thing technically.
No, it is the same thing, but like it's. All the websites that I've been visiting for so long are still around, or the ones that are important are still around.
Yeah.
So like whenever I go to a website that I remember and it's gone, it's kind of jarring. Or like it's something else.
Oh, for
and then
sure.
sometimes I'll go to a website that's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Like they're
the
still
fuck?
old, like this because you know how there's modern website design now.
Yeah.
Opposed to there's old website design. So seeing like the old ones and how like things are in the fucking oval bubbles by the side, like a little fucking upper taskbar. And it's just like, dang, this is so
I remember doing web
bananas.
design classes and just like being so confused at like what people thought was good website design, because I remember thinking like, this is all really bad. Like to
Very
me.
bad.
But anyway, Rich Chiga's lesser known cousin Poriental. His veiny dick in me, Chips.
Ron.com doesn't exist anymore.
Nah, I feel like that happened a while ago though.
I'm sure. it
Is
did.
Albino Black Sheep still around?
I didn't know about that one. What's that one?
This is our generation probably. This is like Flash cartoons and stuff. That was where I first saw the Star Wars gangster rap for the first time. Do you remember
Classic.
I vaguely remember it. I couldn't recite anything from
that?
Classic.
I don't remember. I used to know that entirely.
I don't remember. I wasn't on the internet at that time. I was like watching like fucking like a Happy Tree Friends and fucking Ebon's World shit. Just the worst version of the internet. I was only exposed to the worst side of the internet.
That
when
was
I was a
my.
little
Oh, by the way, that was my only reference for Star Wars for years.
Really?
Was the
That's
Star Wars
crazy.
gangster rap? Because I didn't watch the prequels. I didn't watch the originals.
I watched the prequels in theaters with my aunt. That was like one of the first like happy moments of my life I can remember. I got the little bowl of thing, the little bowl of popcorn that was Jar Jar Binks' head because I thought Jar Jar Binks was cool.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God, I thought
No
Jar Jar
one
was
thought
cool.
Jar Jar Binks was cool.
Swear to God, I
Shut
thought he
up.
was cool.
No, you didn't.
I was also 5.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not the north or the south side. No, it's not. It's the dark side. You are correct.
Oh.
What is thy bidding, my
Steak and
master?
cheese
It's a
turned into
disaster.
porn
Skywalker, we're after. One of them sounded like I remember, like as a kid,
Ew.
like one of the people like doing the Star Wars rap sounded like they were doing a Jay-Z impression. It made me laugh so hard.
Yeah,
What
there
are you
used to
saying?
be a steakandcheese.com. It was
Yeah.
basically like a kind of like a lesser Rotten.
Right.
It's just completely a porn site now.
Oh my god.
It's completely a porn
yeah, that's
site.
actually just
Yeah, it's just straight up porn now.
Is this shit at porn now?
Yeah. And then
Quality
oh
stuff.
god, yeah, there we go. There's some gay shit on here too. It's pretty cool. You want to see the fucking?
No,
That's
you wanna
crazy.
See some dude sucking some other dude off. You know, I saw. Do you remember there was this guy named something Silva?
Hitler?
Yeah, something Silva. He went viral for saying something like something. Your foo-foo lame shit. I ain't with it.
Yeah.
I bust something.
shot to fit it. Yeah.
Dra-ta-ta. And
Oh, I
that
remember
guy
that guy, yeah.
started doing gay porn.
He didn't get porn.
great. I mean, good for him. Blair White canonically banging Alex
He would
Jones.
say like some really sickly gross shit, and now he's like fucking dude.
No, he's just fucking dude. So I was just like, oh,
His veiny dick in me.
his veiny. Oh
veiny
my
dick,
god,
veiny dick,
his veiny dick that sparkles. Or some
just
shit.
like the cum in my eyes. His veiny dick that farkle. I don't know.
Farkles.
Farkles?
I'm gonna kill you.
Farkles. That makes me cry.
Doors. Hello, I love you.
I'm
you don't
gonna
tell
rhyme it
me
with
I'm gay.
Barkles.
Phallic verse Timothy Chalamet. Big pee come on me. Dune walks in the shower to get all the cum down the drain. People just write nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
People just write nothing. Like
They don't hear you say dumb shit. They just want
I
to hear
feel like
say
it's
dumb
literally just AI. I feel like all of you are using ChatGPT to come up with your names.
that feels.
and
I
then-
was born on ChatGPT actually.
I was born on ChatGPT. It's crazy. Who the hell would miss Trump's fat head like that? Goku walking up to you, handing you a gun, and saying, "I need you to do me a favor." The second coming of Miguel O'Hara's trans pussy, rotating Miguel O'Hara trans pussy in my mind like a rotisserie chicken to flex on people who can't visualize a fucking apple. Sergeant Cummings shooting full force at a bystander.
A bystander?
Death bystander. Do you not know what a bystander is?
No.
What?
a bystander. What do you
What's
mean?
a bystander?
I'm not gonna entertain this.
What is that?
Death. Shadow of the Epstein tree. Jack the world's fastest Maori. 9/11
tell me?
cosplayer.
Well, it's. Are you joking? I can't tell.
No, what's a bystander?
You can't possibly not know this.
I don't. What is it?
You've never heard the phrase innocent bystander?
No.
How is
What?
this possible?
I don't believe you.
Is there a person that stands by?
You're doing that. Are you doing that thing that podcast does, where it's like the two like jacked looking guys, where the one guy pretends to not know basic stuff?
What's a podcast?
Okay. Big meaty stinks. Jack the world's fastest Mario 911 cosplay jumping off the One World Trade Center quote would complete the look. My dick's so big I can tie it in a knot and still suck it. Andy the man whose handy is in our A tier but not as dandy. Do you piss, son? Do you piss for me?
You piss for me.
Do you piss for me?
Marvin Straight.
What does that mean?
Like Marvin Gaye.
That's
so dumb. It went over my head. I was like,
Marvin Straight.
That's what they called him in school. They pushed him. Marvin Straight. You fucking loser.
He got killed by his dad, Daddy Gay. Old
Marvin
man
Straight.
Gay.
Let's not eat dong.
Old man gay. Papa gay.
Heath Smoker. Gids rubbing icy hot on my freshly shaved and nicked penis and balls.
Gay lines. I know you want
I know you're coming.
I know you're coming.
Colin sounds like Homelander took a rhino pill and molested a Wendigo. As Kratos. Boy, there are consequences to being N-word. Chris punched the creator class referee for being black. Kevin Durant's feet. Iron Maiden Trooper. You fuck my ass, but I'll fuck yours too. I'll suck you off till my face is blue. Mr. Pants. Mackle made a 3D model of Chris so I can goon to his nearsightedness. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ. I remember going to parties and that show was playing all the time.
Yeah, when you're like throwing Quaaludes in people's drinks.
Kobe!
Baller of the first sin, getting into the nitty gritty cardboard pie, spun butters, Cumgy man. Chimerian, master of cock and ball, slayer of pussy, guzzler of gun, of titans. Jolly old dipshit sending a dick pic through the mail.
Oh shit, dude.
Sending a dick pic through the mail is crazy. Cyphergraph.
Sending somebody a dick pic
like snail mail?
Imagine you opening up
amazing.
a fucking letter and it's a picture of a cock. You're like,
that's how people used to do it,
I'm
man.
so pissed.
That's how people used to do it.
I don't know to describe it.
I would appreciate like Polaroid nudes like mailed to me. That'd be cool.
Nah, not from.
I actually got a Polaroid nude.
Not from you actually got one like sent to you?
Well, no, like somebody I was dating at the time.
Oh, like so it was one of those like they can print it out like real quick or like just little.
Any person
cool.
that has a Polaroid for me, I shouldn't be around. Like I shouldn't be fucking any girl that has Polaroids.
I found it in like one of the record sleeves because I must have like just dumped it, like thrown a bunch of shit.
And you're like,
I found it recently, like in the last like couple of months. And I was like, oh.
Do you delete your nudes from girls after you break up with them?
You kind of have to.
Yeah,
I did.
You kind of unfortunately have to.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
My
thing is,
I'll
like,
be honest, I don't. Go ahead.
I genuinely kind of don't think there's really that big of a deal with it. But but for me, it's just like I don't want this to leak out of my phone somehow, and then it's like their problem. You know what I mean?
There's that, and then there's also.
Because I gotta say, like, if I sent news to somebody, and we broke up, and they kept them, I really would not give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, it means so little to me.
Well, yeah, it is to me. It is 100% a respect thing. So, like, say if my significant other didn't give a shit, I would just have it like in. Let me give you an example. Like, I think I delete everything because I'm just like out of respect. Whatever, it's over. Fine. Me and my wife were going through some of my old pictures on my hard drive because I was showing her, look at all this old shit from me when I was like 2006.
Nudes.
And then there was just one, and it was one from this girl I dated. There's this, I think I've mentioned her before. She was this Nigerian Indian girl that had parents that hated me because I wasn't So it was a picture of her tits. Nice tits,
Conversation. There was a conversation. She was like, "You have these?" And I was like, "I didn't know I had this."
Yeah, I literally. It was so because to me, like it was so. We were so casually just browsing the shit. It wasn't like I don't look through because then that's the thing where it's like you're hiding something. Literally, I'm like, oh, I had no idea that was on there, and then it was like, I'm like, it shouldn't be a big deal because clearly, I was fucking 8. It was 2006. I was 18. Clearly, I forgot that was there because it's I can't believe this hard drive still works, man. I got it in 04.
I have a hard drive. That hard drive, I really want to get the cables for it, but it's FireWire.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it's like $2 on Amazon.
Yeah, but I can't justify it because I know that's the only way I'm going to use it. That's the only thing I'm going to use it for.
Yeah.
So like it bothers me the idea I'm gonna buy, like, at least when I buy cables like HDMI's, I was like, okay, that's multiple use. I can, if one breaks, I can use it for this. I can use it for monitors, TV, game systems, all that stuff. USB-C is mega pliable.
Right.
FireWire is just
It's
that.
completely dead.
It's and if that's dead, then it's a waste.
So I guess
That's $2.
So what you should buy
$2 is money.
What's on there? Like, what's on there?
Just
Is it
buy
what's
a
on there?
hub that has multiple things. That's cool. See, that my curiosity I would have bought it a long time ago. I keep losing. So the one that I have, it shares it's like the printer ones. I don't know what those are called. The USB ones, they would have these. Yeah. They're this size that nobody uses anymore. I somehow keep losing them. Even though I'm like, okay, I bought one specifically for it. It should stay in it. And then I looked at it again and it's just gone. And I'm like, bro, where'd it go? It's just gone.
You're like, what?
Like, I have to, I'm like, dude, I'm not buying this again. But at some point, I know down the road, I want to look at, I'm going to forget what's on here.
I hate it, dude.
I should just transfer
I deleted
everything.
all the nudes I ever had for every time I broke up with a girl. And it makes me, I do it out of respect, but I'm like, oh man, those are some good pictures of tits, man.
But
it's out of respect you do it. You're
it's
like,
out of respect, but it's not, because it's not devious. That's the thing. It's not like you want to keep them for like, I'm gonna go goon to these things. It's kind of like nice memento. It is just like a little, that's cool. Yeah, it's in the same vein as like, look, this may be. I don't think this is controversial for me to still have, but it could bother some people. Like one of my exes, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, there was a champagne bottle that she got the thing that, not the cork itself, but the thing that was covering the cork. Mm-hmm. She made a little thing out of it, and then it says like 100,000 on it. And I'm like, that's fucking cool. Like, it reminds me of hitting 100,000 subs. It doesn't remind me of like, oh man, I long for this bitch. You know, it's not about that. It's just a little.
But the idea,
But I understand how some people can get mad about that.
It's a sexualization of the body, I guess.
It is way.
So it's like it's
let me
not
be clear.
Quite the same.
Let me be clear.
Yeah.
That is a horrible example if we're talking about a naked chick versus a thing. I'm not trying to say one to one.
I got rid of
I'm not trying to do that.
I can't even imagine dealing with that conversation with Lillian.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I could not.
Well, that's the thing to me, where it's like, if you start dating somebody else, then they have to go.
Oh,
that is the nuclear kind of point where it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just,
I can't pretend like I haven't like kept things for longer than I probably should have. Yeah. But every time, if something starts again, that's a clean slate. That's gone.
I do it out of rage. I'm so fucking mad at them. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
So you just get
no.
You get one last good look.
Yeah.
And then wipe.
It's like a Viking funeral kind of thing.
It's like, get
the bow and arrow.
You set the fire.
It's exactly like that.
But I genuinely
you shoot your fucking foe with a flaming bow.
But also for me, like I genuinely.
Why do I keep doing this?
Like I genuinely, I don't care. Like if I ever sent somebody nudes and they still have, like, I really don't care.
Yeah, I don't like.
If they're gooning to it furiously, it doesn't affect me at all.
My dick.
Go ahead, do whatever you want.
And look, even if it got leaked, the pictures that I send are at my Sunday best, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So
always make sure they're good.
I'm at full mash at that, dog. So by all means, take it. Do what you want.
It's too hard. It's actually kind of hurting.
Like, I take the picture and fucking pass out right afterwards.
Yeah.
How would you feel though? I will say this. How would you feel though if your significant other dicks on her fucking phone or hard drive from other people?
I wouldn't care that. I really wouldn't. It's like
I don't think I would care. It would be if you're still getting them. That's one thing.
Yeah,
but if they're just, I don't know. I really just think at a certain point, I just think it becomes porn. You know what I mean?
I actually agree. I
so don't care.
I truly, I know maybe people wouldn't believe us saying this. Like, you don't know until the situation happens. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
Like my girlfriend,
you are with me now, and I should trust you. And if I don't trust you, I shouldn't be with you.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like when me and Lacey, like, a guy that's trying to do like, all this guy's attracted. I'm like, yeah, he is. I'm not bothered by this.
Like,
whatever. Like,
it's weird to be bothered.
I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah.
I understand the idea of the conversation about porn being like guys watching porn.
Yeah.
When they're dating someone else, I can understand why that argument could exist. But at the end of the day, I'm not so much masturbating to the person. I'm masturbating to the act of people having sex.
I say it's a tool. It's a tool in the
it's
same way.
It's not like it's a conversation that people should have, and I can understand people can be
you
like,
guys want to be on the same page, right?
Yeah.
You would hope so. I just think it's like a tool in the same way as, like, say, a vibrator or something else.
Oh, yeah.
That could be like, this helps me
it,
get off.
It expedites the process of me.
This
it speeds it up so I can get back to fucking doing what I care to do.
So, like, that's why I say I don't see it as, unless you're somebody who fucking watches it for, like, hours a day.
Or if you're like doing it for like particular stars or like people you know.
Like, say if you're subscribed to an OnlyFans, might be a little bit
that's
more
a little
devious.
devious.
That might be a little more problem because you specifically like this person. That might be a little more of a problem for somebody.
Yeah, that's more. That's more contentious.
Yeah,
it's more dubious for sure.
It could be like, I'm what was that Riley Reid? She was kind of in like the space. Mm-hmm. So like, if you're kind of like subscribed to her, for example, someone might be like, you seem like you kind of like this person.
Also, the moment you know them, that's
you
a,
might
that's
have even
a line as
yeah,
well,
you
too.
might have even see. Here's the thing. When I
think it's a line.
When I know someone,
but when you're in a relationship. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and
well,
like
in a relationship,
and if you're subscribed,
yes.
That's crazy.
To me, it's just more of like, I just want to know, and then it's not about. I don't want to subscribe. I'm not wasting money on it. Right. Fuck that. But I do want to be like, one of the homegirls is on the site now. I just want to know. I want to see, and then I'm done. And actually, my it is
innocent curiosity.
It is literally that to the
totally
point where me and JoJo actually are kind of like, so and so is doing this. We want to see. And then it's that, like, we're not fucking doing it. Can you imagine seeing like someone of your homegirls and you're like, you guys getting off on that shit together?
Independently together.
I think I'm genuinely just so desensitized to the idea of like nudity in general. Not because I've seen so much of it, but just because I just philosophically I just don't care that much about it.
It depends on the setting for me.
I've been to spas, you know, like whatever.
It's become less of a problem. That's why seeing penises don't bother me too much, is I've seen penises for so much of my life because I played sports.
Well, the thing too is like,
that's why I'm like, it doesn't bother me that much.
Well,
don't walk towards me.
It sounds
as soon
funny
as
when
one
I go
comes towards me, I'm like, don't fuck it, I'll kill you. But
the thing for me too is just like, it's, I don't know, it's just a human body.
Yes.
And I guess for me, I have like a very particular, because like, I don't know, I happen to be good friends with a lot of my ex partners.
Sure.
And so it really,
you're a particular case.
Like,
though.
it really makes I don't.
A particular case.
It doesn't register to me as something to care about. That like, I've seen people naked. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I've been to spas naked. I don't get it.
I think that in that context, that totally makes sense. In like in a very normal setting, just seeing naked bodies doesn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
If there is somebody like, say, like, my wife, if she's pointing her desire towards me with nudity, that is a very different thing. Where I'm like, that kind of makes my like kind of
of course.
That's where it's like nudity in that context is very, like, yes, but then
it's contextual,
if I literally, because I've seen, there's one time a girl walking down the street and her top, like, her tits, she didn't notice her tits were out, and I'm driving home from work and I'm just like, nice, and then I just go. But it's not like something where you don't fucking slam on the brakes and like, you're like,
I would have been like, miss, your breasts are out. I would have had to say something.
Oh no,
there.
hell no, because then I'm taking it away from other people. That's evil.
No, but that shit doesn't probably don't want to expose herself like that.
It's not the first time that's ever happened to her. Clearly,
was I at Cyphergraph? I don't remember.
I
don't remember.
I couldn't.
You would, because it's awkward. You're gonna tell, ma'am,
Freak Bob. I understand Kingston watermelons taste like pink to me.
I'm thirsty.
Whoa.
What's up? You got?
I understand Kingston watermelons taste like pink to me.
Whoa, no, not for me. No.
Oh, are they being facetious?
I don't know, man. I can't tell anymore.
Post
Malone's.
Well, blueberries do taste like blue.
Okay, man. Post Malone's country music fucking. Wait, hold on. Post Malone's country music fucking sucks. Oh my god.
I'm kind of not liking this. Like, people are doing this country thing right now. I'm not really feeling it.
Are people doing that?
Yeah. Beyonce, Posty.
No, Beyonce's album is actually good though.
I don't
like it.
To be fair, I don't like most of her music. It's just not what I even like. Say, like, I'm not trying to take stabs at her or Taylor Swift.
It's kind of the worst.
I'm not trying to like tell you this shit's fucking awful.
You let him finish speaking, and you're like, I think it's absolutely terrible.
It's fucking dreadful.
I think I'd just putting it out there. I think I'd rather be a part of I think I'd rather be Holocausted than listen to that.
I'd rather live through the apartheid, if I'm being honest.
I mean, yeah.
I'd rather
facts.
live through the current genocide in Gaza than.
Oh, stop. We have sponsors.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Finkelstein or whatever.
Yeah, we have the
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
This is sponsored by Finkelstein.
It's only light. It's only look. There's light anti-Semitism.
Just
light-
Stop.
We play in the realm of light misogyny, light racism,
Yes.
light bigotry,
Light homosexuality.
light homosexuality.
light bigotry.
We can't not have light anti-Semitism.
Right.
Come on.
Look it, man. Our show
All I got-
notes for the sponsor said, just don't go past light.
All I'm saying is that a
No
certain group,
hard
a
anti-Semitism.
No
certain
hard.
group gets a little more upset than other groups. That's all I gotta say. But
I don't like that. I don't like where you're going with this.
You don't like the truth? No.
Okay, Kanye. Hunter Dubois,
Homosexuality
RFK has a
misogyny
goat
cancel
throat.
each other out.
Talk over him,
Yeah,
please.
talk over me by all means.
Take each other out.
Fat City, more like 4 penis come inside me every time I'm sucking meat.
Another
I taste
3-hour
cock.
podcast.
Yeah, we fucked up again, ruining our lives. The next episode is just gonna be the names.
That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually get a cool like under 2 hours. It might actually work.
You know
that
the thing
way.
what's crazy about that? It's like it's probably a better way to make sure that we end at a certain point, but it's a terrible start to a show.
Absolutely, it is.
So like we're just ruined. It's fucked.
Eventually, if the names get too long, we're just gonna have to show them.
No,
We're just gonna have to show them.
No,
eventually.
the whole point is that we read it because they do.
Or we AI 'em.
there are great tangents that come out of it.
yes. We just need a little more discipline. That's all.
Yeah.
You lack discipline.
We used to be a
bone-
lot better remotely because I think it was kind of like insufferable at moments.
Yeah.
because the lag. So now that we're just flowing, it's kind of keeps flowing.
It
You just
flows.
end up hanging out, and it's
Fucking
like, oh,
hours.
this is stupid.
The bone and boneless chicken. So it's such a fucking. That's like a dad type of joke. Lily's
get a
asparagus
boneless pizza?
binging piss dealer, Smitchy the kid, the EMT forcibly administering estrogen to old men. Help me, I'm stuck in a well. I almost said the N-word. N-word got a hard scope hit marker on Trump. RFK Jr.'s head. RFK Jr.'s dead abandoned bear cub. She pipkin on my pip a possum. Poopy possum. Gay Bee Gees be like gaping a guy. Gaping a guy. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners. ASMR, but it's just the three of you making disgruntled wet mouth noises. I've been Fogelmaxing recently.
No.
British people come, then be like, what's all this then?
The first one.
You see that video of the guy? He's like, it's like British people and then Americans, and it's like the Americans like, wow, so you guys call fries chips. That's crazy. And it cuts to the British guy, and it's like this deformed fucking creature. It's like, well, at least our schools aren't shooting galleries. That shit cracks. That image that they use for British people is the funny. What is that? Is that like that's a FromSoft thing, right?
It's like a bloodborne creature.
It's like a bloodborne. Oh wait, I think.
At least our children aren't being shot down in droves at school.
Dude, it's so
Well,
fucking funny.
He's got us there.
He's got us
There's
there.
a little bit of truth there, but also shut the fuck up. You're British.
I saw a
You are
comedian.
British.
I saw a comedian put up make a pretty good point where it's like British people will like have like talk about. Did you hear what happened with the Queen? It's like these ancient problems. It's like yeah, America has a gun problem, but it's like a modern problem. It's not like the Queen is sick.
I mean,
So in Britain, you guys drive on the left side of the street? That sure is peculiar, huh?
can you send me that, please?
I'm glad you like. I do.
It's so exaggerated. You guys undersold it. He's so fucked up.
What do you call cigarettes?
He goes,
Oh, we couldn't use that word for cigarettes. No, it wouldn't really fly here. Laugh it up! Oh, no, I like Call of Duty video game!
Laugh it up.
Laugh it up.
Can you please send me that video?
I retweeted it. It's one of my most recent retweets. But dude, like I don't know what this image is from. I don't know what the so.
I think that's the fucking orphan. I think that's the fucking the little elder god orphan.
What is that from?
Holy
Bloodborne or
shit.
something?
Bloodborne. I think it is from Bloodborne.
I mean, you're probably right, but I haven't played Bloodborne since like.
It's so crazy,
Dude, his teeth are so I'm like, it is perfect. That is a perfect British depiction. That is like, that is fantastic. That is what I see when a British person starts speaking to me.
We're at least.
Well, laugh it up.
All right. God, we're
man.
already getting to fucking. I fell asleep to the N-word compilations. I show speed joined the IRA. Snark Tank starring Eminem, Obi Trice, and Bizarre. That is kind of what the show is actually.
Yeah.
Transform Gremlin. Now that I think about it, now that I remember who Bizarre is.
Bizarre?
Like,
I don't want to get into Bizarre. I don't know how that nigga got any. That dude had an album.
Crazy. Shabab Ross referencing his bad divorce while painting and making viewers extremely uncomfortable. Craig the Canadian, I'm out of here. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of liberals. It's your boy Shawnee D, A2.
That is such a fucking insane.
Wait. That's good.
That's just the new pick. A2, nigga?
A2 nigga? Or
Is that what
E2?
No, it's
it's
A2 Brutus.
Yeah, is that? Do you think that's what he
What is
actually
that from
said?
again?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. I'm
No.
not getting the joke. What's going on?
A2 Brutus?
I'm not getting it.
Caesar? Bro, when Caesar gets assassinated, he gets stabbed a bunch, and then he says, "You too, Brutus, you too, nigga."
Oh my god, yeah, the final,
and then he fucking does a backflip and he dies.
He falls off that thing.
He does a completely. He sticks it, and then he fucking just.
He lands it. And then
You didn't know A2 Brutus?
I know that scene, but I was not remembering. I was like, oh, fucking when Caesar gets killed by his fucking group.
Yeah, when he gets assassinated by
that,
all
I'm
them
like,
niggas.
okay, cool. I'm like, I didn't remember. I
don't think you knew it.
I
and it's
know
fine.
I know of that, but I didn't remember U2 Brutus.
A2
That's like the most famous.
That's how
It's A2 Brutus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like the most famous part of it. Like,
Yeah.
if you remember anything, you probably remember that.
I remember that happens.
Yeah.
A2 Brutus.
They keep changing the stories though because like originally they were just fucking him to death.
Wait, actually?
I'm Beastmaster.
Stop. It
And
makes
in
sense.
today's video, I'm giving 20 random animals opiate addiction.
Him, dude.
3XO in Hawaii,
Creating
August
fucking
14th
orifices.
to 21st for the Pokemon World
These
Champions. I
ears
don't
are
play.
clogged,
Jake
bro.
Eitz is a fat retard. You got it first try. Pussy. Serpent stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this.
would be
Drip
good to
MH,
fuck
Lord
the
of Homeless Strip.
shoulders.
Steely
Kinda
Dan.
like slash the
Are you
shoulders.
filling in the queers? Fucking them in the ass? Are you sucking on their dicks? Did you
Kind of
get
thick
the
right
F
here,
slur
like,
pass?
Feel your shoulder.
No.
Feel your delts. Like
I don't want to.
yeah. Imagine
Queens of the
imagine
Stone
gashing
Age.
that shit and then
Or you just use the pussy that's available.
I guess. Fucking boring.
Queers
Pop someone's eye out and fuck the soul.
Queers of the Stone Age be like, I'll swallow your flow, let me lick your balls in your hole.
I just wait. What?
It doesn't work.
What
I
part
know
of the song is
Queens
that?
of the Stone Age, right? What song is that again?
you're trying to do go with the flow.
Go with the flow, but I just don't know what part of that song that is. when
I'll
he says
I'll swallow your flow. Let me lick your balls, and it doesn't work.
that.
doesn't work.
I feel like I don't know much Queens of the Stone Age, but I'm also saying that right now. Then I'll hear their song.
You know,
I'm like, oh, I know it.
that. You know,
I
go with the flow.
I actually found Queens of the Stone Age kind of like in the last like 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I didn't listen to them.
I've heard their music before, but I didn't really listen to it.
Some pills to swallow.
I know that song. Yeah.
that and this, these and those.
That's a great song.
It's so yeah, they're really good actually. I like Queens of the
Fucking
Stone Age a lot.
stupid fucking
Way late to the party on them.
that Dave Grohl, just talented pussy. He's
What do you
so
mean?
talented. He's just fucking killing it on the drums. He's killing it on the drums in that song.
Grows in that song.
Rolls in that song.
Absolutely. Go watch the music video.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
I did not know
when
that.
when you hear that, you just because like in the chorus, just like he just fucking just those rolls, those fills. You're
Why
like,
can he play why can he do everything?
when people are so
It's kinda
talented,
crazy, yeah.
it pisses me off. I'm like, damn, he's good at everything.
He majored in music
got a
like
good
entirely.
voice.
Like he just like all of his specs are in music.
yeah,
he
it's
can
just
sing. He can play guitar. He can play bass.
like,
he can
and
play
not
fucking
only because
drums.
I know a lot of people that can play everything extremely well, but he also writes extremely well, and that's the thing. Usually, it's like either or, right? You're fucking not great at putting songs together, but you can fucking read music and play anything flawlessly. And then there's this guy can do it all. He's like, I'm a great musician and I can write some of the best songs fucking ever in rock music. I'm like, fuck you, man.
He's really talented, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Also super humble, though.
Super humble.
Super humble.
Everything. It pisses me off. Go.
Sorry.
Fuck this guy.
That rotten old Jimmy Dick Kremlin the Gremlin. Obi-Wan wants to blow me. Evil Sween says, I love the gays. My name is Abdullah Al-Balushi and I'm gay. There's only one queer left. Getting head in the Gay Station 3 shirt from men. I love that shirt. Miranda Lawson is genetically engineered to be perfect, so her pussy and ass must be crazy good. Yeah,
imagine.
Yeah.
That's what killed Shepard.
Yeah, that's how he exploded into a million pieces.
That's how he died. He comes and
that destroyed the Normandy. That's
why it blew up in the beginning of 2.
Yeah.
Before he even met her.
Before somehow there's a singularity.
I want to play Mass Effect again.
You should.
I want to finish Mass Effect 1 at least.
I really like 1.
I just got so far in and then I got fucked and then I'm like,
right.
I really like, but I only played the newer version of it. But
you did. Oh my god.
I really like Mass Effect 1. Like
One's, a lot. I mean, when I'm playing 1 now, it's a lot. It's way better than it used to. It was rough. On the 360, man.
I remember hearing of the fucking Dune buggy shit was crazy.
I remember playing it on the original 360, and I remember actually, I had a vivid memory of playing it, being like, man, I really want to like this.
It was a fucking chore.
Did you play it after 2?
No, it was new at the time. It was like it was Mass Effect. I played it around the same time I played Gears.
So 06?
So 06.
First, it came out in 07, the first one.
Huh?
The first Mass Effect came out in 07.
Yeah, but I got a 360 in 07.
Oh,
like I got my 360 I think in summer of 2007 in preparation for Halo because I was like, shit,
right.
I didn't have we weren't balling.
Yeah. I don't know many people that bought it like
my cousin had it day one. Like I remember going to his house day one, or not the first day, but like because I wasn't even paying attention to the world at that time or like video games or really at all. And I remember just going to his house one day and he just had a new machine. I was like, what the fuck? There's a new Xbox? And he blew my mind. He like turned it on from across the room. It was like wireless and fucking, I was like, I remember what blew my mind is like he plugged his iPod in and he just played music through the fucking, while he was playing Fight Night or whatever. I'm like, this is I really don't think we're ever going to have a leap like that ever again.
Oh, no, it can't. We can't.
Unless we get like fucking synthetic AI that we can
I think the only major difference we're going to tell is in hair. That's it. Like,
well, I don't even mean
water reflection and shit like that.
Well, I don't even mean graphically. I don't even mean I just mean like from one machine to the next.
Like
it will never be that big of a fucking jump ever again. Like in sheer function. Because like, dude, the PS5 does less than the PS3 did.
Technically,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could print stuff from the PS3. It was crazy. Yeah. It was way overpowered, unnecessary, but it was so cool. It was like they were like, let's give them everything. And then later on, they were like, we gave them too much.
They're going to expect this.
Remember when you could watch Netflix with your friends? Like on Xbox Live?
Watch parties? That shit was so cool,
right.
dude.
That was dope as hell.
That was so
And then they were like, wait a second, we could charge them for this. So lame.
Yeah.
Capitalism ruins everything. Wasteland 583, Papini Brothers Games presents Seinfeld versus Zoe Sunny. 2 New Manium of the Nightman, Donk Donkerson, and last stretch. Fence Shitter, listen to my hit my spot by You're Pretty, hands down one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. No! You gotta pay the trolls toll to get in the boys' hole, Gade 6. I was considering learning guitar, but then I saw John Graham perform Passion Flower, so I think I'll just kill myself and suck my dick. PP, racist candy companies. Oh my god.
Let's see it. What is it?
So wait, hold on. So there's Sniggers, racist pieces.
Racist pieces that's classic.
It's fucking stupid. Spickerish. That's good.
I haven't heard that.
That's clever. I wouldn't have ever thought about that.
Spickerish.
Mike and Kikes.
Yeah. I don't want that one.
Ooh. Mike and Ike's are really good, but I don't know if I want
I don't know whether Jolly Plantationer. I don't know what that is.
Jolly Ranchers, but it
Yeah,
that doesn't sound.
That
right.
is a reach.
So that is a
But Jolly
massive...
Ranchers tastes really good, so I'd give it a go.
Jolly Ranchers will fucking shatter your teeth, bro.
You ever chewed one?
3 moon cricketers.
3 moon crick. Oh my god, he's just shoving shit in at this point.
Yeah, that's
You're just bored and racist. You're just bored and racist.
3 moon cricketers. Come on, man.
moon cricketers is crazy.
Not bad.
That's not a
I
bad.
like the 3 Musketeers though. I'll tell you.
I never had a 3 Musketeers.
It's just like
that
it's,
can't be
fluffy.
true.
That's
it's a
fluffy.
Milky Way without
Thank
the.
you for admitting it. Thank you for admitting it.
You ever had a
be
Milky
true.
Way before?
I went a long time without having
Milky Way
it.
without the caramel.
I had a,
'Cause,
I,
yeah,
I
it's
had a
just
Milky
the-
Way for the first time in like when I was like 18. So I went a long time.
Oh wow.
I didn't like thermosiers for some reason. I was like, I don't like these. And
I didn't
I
like
remember
Babe
finding
Ruths
out,
or
was like,
Baby
why
Ruth.
did I hate these? I was like, why did I try it? I was like, these are
They're
fine.
nice and fluffy. I love them.
Yeah, I like the texture of them a lot.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, I just don't eat candy that much.
I know.
Anymore.
I go on candy binges when I eat candy. That's the thing.
Do you?
Like, I don't have candy for a long time. I have candy and I go
I have
fucking
bad
insane.
acid reflux, so I just can't.
That's
like,
kind. I just deal with it. It's kind of like how I used to. It's kind of like every now and like, it's rare, but like sometimes I think like maybe like not a couple times a month or anything, but like every couple months I'll be like, I want sour candy,
sour gummy worms.
and I'll
is my
hurt
thing.
myself.
I'll get like a
eat it.
sour gummy worm thing, dude.
Dude,
the
the trolley
there's these-
worms, man?
There's these fucking sour gummy worms that I've only seen them exclusively in Ross. They come in
What
like
the
Yeah,
fuck?
exactly. So when you're
That's
checking
that
out,
discount hangers.
if you go to Ross, if you're checking out, so even in the Ross by us, you go and in the checkout line, they have all these candy assortments, right? They have this plastic tube full of like, there'll be rings, sometimes they're gummy worms. They're the softest, juiciest ones I've ever had. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why are they only in Ross? They're the best ones.
That's crazy. I
They're
never
so
heard of that.
goddamn good.
I loved sour power straws when I was a kid.
I'm salivating thinking about them.
Yeah, I like those. There's these Airheads. There's these things called like Airheads Extreme Bites that
Yeah.
are like sour, and there's like a specific flavor of them that are really good. That I like, and those are the ones that like when I'm like, it's been a long time. I can justify doing this damage to myself. I'll just inhale those. I love sour candy.
I love Gushers.
Gushers are pretty sweet.
Gushers
I like
are pretty
freezing
cool.
them and throwing them at people.
Shove a bunch of frozen Gushers in a blunderbuss.
You know,
Have a delicious death, you
Yeah.
fuck face.
oh,
Their head turns into a raspberry as they fucking crumble and die.
Jesus.
Those commercials are fucking scary, man.
And they rot.
Where they would just they would be like, oh, a gusher, and then their heads would turn into like a fruit.
Yeah, that shit was terrifying. It was like fucking like Resident Evil shit.
Yeah.
But with fucking gushers.
There was a racist version of that commercial where I saw like it was like Chinese gushers and their heads turned into cats and dogs. I'm not. This is real. I saw
Were
this.
they whole cats and dogs?
I don't know. It was
or were
crudely
they
animated. It wasn't like
Yeah, I think
it was. They just popped. There was no cleverness to it.
Yeah.
It's just racism.
Sour Skittles had dope commercials. If you remember those.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Actually-
Jared Fogle on them.
Berries and cream? Berries and cream.
And he was,
had
he was fucking like petting some
So,
fucking.
he was on the Sour Patch Kids. They're like first I'm a pedophile, then I'm a spokesperson.
Berries are sweet. Now I'm sour.
The sour's the pedophile part. Just in case you're wondering.
There was like a kung fu Asian guy in one of those commercials.
Yeah, it was
the
mad
Sour
funny.
Man.
Mad funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And he was doing kung
Do you remember?
fu.
Do you remember Long Man?
No,
I mean,
what?
The Slender Man's brother?
No. The gum commercial, the Japanese like I think they were gum or candy commercials. Were like Long Man. You don't remember those?
I don't.
Dude, they were fucking crazy. They had like a whole story where like this candy man stole this guy's wife. It was like a narrative that was built over like many fucking commercials.
What the fuck? Long Man?
I don't know if it was something. It's the
The
British
British guy?
Long man.
Long Man commercial. Yeah, yeah. These.
What?
It was like a gum commercial. If you Google Long Man, you'll see it.
So. They're so speaking like. What the fuck is this fucking.
It's just a long candy.
What is
Like,
this fucking Careless Whisper ripoff?
yeah, I know, right?
Long
It's time. To,
man.
it's time to bring in the Careless Whisper royalty free. But yeah, no, there was like there were like 18 of those commercials, and it was like the whole story was like over
And
the
it
course.
progressed?
It
Oh.
progressed. Like it was a narrative, and like eventually, like there's like a relationship or something.
Interesting.
It's cool. It was like I remember that was a meme for a while. The long man.
God damn, I missed that whole thing.
Yeah. Halo, but it's me coming into an electrical socket. Cum rules everything around me. Cream in my asshole. Gotta yell. Gotta nut, y'all.
Nice.
Me be fishy. Arthur Morgan's PR manager.
Cum rules everything around me. Jizz, get the cummies.
Please help. I'm currently stuck in a hole. I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner, snapped the chair legs off my Chris Raygun YouTubes and proceeded to tear my legs off in self-defense. Merck's 1889. Susan Wojcicki is Pepsi. Press S to spit. Jesus.
Press S to spit.
The first Church of Keith David featuring the racist Lightbox that sexually assaulted Derek live on cam. First Church of Keith David. I saw people like Chris threw a light at him. I swear it was an accident. I was
the way that it fell, like there was no force to
no.
It fell.
It would have been a lot funnier if I'd like with full force.
Yeah.
Threw a light at Derek.
But it actually just
Pops
fell.
on my head.
It just shatters.
Yeah.
He has glass in his face.
There's glass in his hair and blood on everywhere.
He has to finish reading the names anyway.
A funny joke.
First of Keith David featuring the second of Keith David featuring being better than the first of Keith David. Pre-Roz, spread your cheeks so I can shit in your ass. Blake 896, Chris trying to read like Shadow Clone Jutsu to gangbang your mom, but it's only me. Alaskan Oilfield Trash. See, I would have been so irresponsible with my Shadow Clones if I could do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would have.
That's crazy.
For Shadow Clones, I would have definitely beat up everybody I met in my life. I would jump people mercilessly.
Texas Tater Salad, Alaskan Oilfield Trash.
It's fair.
When is Sween Kendrick's remix of Gadioactive? When is Sween's Kendrick remix of Gadioactive? Sue Hulk, Tickle My Ass Here is Niggy Jizzy, FKA, formerly known as Nikki Ziggy. Gambit's cum-filled eyes. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Hugger Derek. Duck Cunt. Aetherian. A Brazilian punter. Nafrim. Melphis 1. I busted my hands again last week. Dr. This was too tempting. And once again, rounding out our list, the king of haphazard. Woo! I'm about to make a name for myself here. Woo! All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Bye!
Bye, everybody. Fuck you.